reached Novigrad. A lone attempt to find her in the North's largest city would certainly fail. But Geralt had friends he could count on. The Witcher decided to contact Triss Merigold.
Leleley, leleleleley, leleleleley, leleleleley.
The second sword, is it in case the first one breaks? Smart.
Ulan börek de yağmalamazsın be.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please. Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it.
Bununla mı patlatıyorduk? Arkadaş bir tane eşya alıyorum. Ağırlık gidiyor. Nasıl hala ağır olabilir ya? Dünyayı bıraktım lan oraya. Hey. Şunu bırak. Leleley, leleleleley. Yahu. Yapmayın şu sesi kardeşim.
Put it down, please. That's blood.
Wake up. It's just a dream. Wake up.
The doll. The attic.
Lele ley lele lele. Burası ne
All
arası
right.
sandı lan?
Time to check the attic.
Stop! Go away! Don't do that. Leave it! Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
Buradan girdik zaten.
Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it.
Bak beni korkutma bak. Korku oyunu
Way the
oynamıyoruz
next
orada.
room's blocked. There was a cradle on the second floor. Wonder what had happened if I laid a doll in it.
Neydi o? Chucky'nin gelini miydi? Lele
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
Şu ıvır zıvırları atsak ne olur? Bunları görev eşyaları, yiyecek içecek. Ne oldu da? Neyse satarız en kötü. Nerede beşik vardı? Ben görmedim beşik meşik. Heh. Dur be çocuk be. Lele lele.
Another masterpiece. An oven and a blackened grate. Oh joy. A riddle. Saw an oven in the cellar. Maybe I'll find another clue there.
Kilerde ne görmüştün? Ne ara gördün lan? Ben hiçbirini görmedim. Hiç sevmiyorum abi şöyle. Aşağıda. Burada mı? Lelele lelele.
Boo! Did I scare you? Scared you, didn't I? Could tell you was scared. Big brave man scared of wee little Sarah. Ain't that funny?
I wouldn't do that anymore if I were you, Sarah. You
Ben
might
de
scare
yapmazdım.
someone so bad they'll hurt you.
Why
Aynen
would
öyle.
someone hurt me? Having a spot of fun's not allowed anymore.
What are you playing?
That lady fell asleep, and I've sent her some horrible dreams. I'll not her wake neither. I can do that, you know. Funny, isn't it?
Very funny. Thing is, I gotta talk to the dreamer. So I'd like you to let her wake up.
Little Sarah doesn't want her to wake. Little Sarah wants to play.
Saklambaç oyna ya. Ne işin var? Uyutuyorum milleti bir şeyler.
You're lucky. I know you're a harmless godling, but others might not know, and then...
And how'd you know I'm a godling, eh? How's that, eh?
Ey.
Eh?
If it looks like one and acts like one, trust me, you're a godling. You give the dreamer nightmares and won't let her wake up. Why are you tormenting her?
I'm not tormenting anyone. Scary dreams are great. What I love is when this big end chases me. End's got these red.
Why do you live in a haunted house?
Tell you a secret. The house ain't haunted. Not one bit. I just pretend it is. Make
Çakal
everyone
seni.
think that. It was sitting there all empty, so I moved in. Bigwig from the bank then came and bought it. I don't like bankers, especially not to live with, so I decided to give him a scare.
Ben de
Gave the
sevmiyorum.
banker a really big scare. See, he paid a lot for this house and won't give it up easily, which is why you need to find another home.
I don't want to! I don't! I won't!
Bir anlaşma yapalım. Ne
Sarah,
yapmayalım ya?
Novigrad's no place for a godling. But if you want to live here, that's your business. So let's make a deal.
A deal? What kind?
Leave the dreamer alone. In exchange, I'll tell the banker the house is haunted.
Ulan
For
öyle
good,
de demedik
no way to
ya.
lift the curse.
You tell him that? What if he doesn't believe you?
I'm a witcher. He'll believe me.
Yes? Yes? Yes! Do that and I promise not to bother your friend. Not even a little. You're awfully nice, you know.
I don't hear that often. Thanks.
Amacım böyle
Now
bir şey
go
değil
wake
dedik.
that sleepyhead. I won't stop her. She'll get up.
Benim böyle bir planım yoktu bu arada.
Good day.
Sana da iyi günler canım. Lelele lelele. Vallahi hiç bilmiyorum ya Pinti Panda'yı. Ben onu en son neyde izlemiştim? 4-5 senesi var herhalde onu izlememin üzerinde. O Skyrim olabilir mi senin dediğin acaba? Bir ara Skyrim'i çok oynuyordu sanki.
Who are you?
Triss Marigold sent me to see you.
Gods. Horrible nightmares. I was supposed to dream the history of this house. Instead, I saw furniture. Hungry furniture that wished to devour me. I know it must sound foolish, but in the dream, well, it was all too real. And not at all amusing.
The work of a godling. She made people believe the house was haunted. Also injected your dreams with her little jokes.
And you managed to wake me.
Yapar ya.
I feel fortunate.
Content
We
lazım.
witchers have our ways.
I thank you.
Bir
Very
ara ona
much.
da bakacağım. Skyrim
The
hiç
dreams, they
oynamadım.
were awful. Any way I can pay you back?
There is actually. I'm looking for a young woman who was seen in
Keyfin
Novigrad.
yerindeyse iyi.
I can
Sıkıntı yok.
certainly try to
Keyfin
help.
yerinde olsun.
But I'll need to clear my head first. After those deranged dreams, I feel it's full of cobwebs. Find me at the Golden Sturgeon. I rent a room there.
All right. See you there.
Ben istemiyordum bu evi ona bırakmayı. Lelele, lelele. Çok indirmiş. Ne alıyorsunuz? Araba ne?
Truth is, I saw Miss Corinne leave, but she refused to speak to me. Is the matter resolved? Or quite the opposite?
Got a godling in your house. Name's Sarah, and she's an ornery little thing. Left her alone, but thought I should tell you about her.
I thank you for being candid. Could you rid me of this beast?
You can do it yourself. Just burn some burdock in the oven. She's sure to run. Godlings detest the smoke.
I will not wage war on a beast, large or small. Piss on the godling, piss on the house. I must merely find a fool willing to buy it.
Yürüyüş doblo o kadar oldu mu ya?
The second
Allah
sword, is it
kahretmesin
in
ya.
case the first one breaks? Smart.
Ben yanıyorum şeye yanıyorum. Bizim patronun Jetta'sı vardı. 35.000 alacaktım 2018'de. Herkes dedi kilometresi çok, işte arabanın sıkıntısı var, alma falan. Onu almadım. Geçenlerde konuştum. Şeye satmış 170 bin mi dedi? 170 küsür bir şeydi de hatırlamıyorum şu an. Adamın adı neden şerefsizin ya be. Çok garip bir dönem ya. Şu yaşadığımız dönem gerçekten çok garip bir dönem yani. Diyorlar ya taşı taşa vursaydık da şu dönemde yaşamasaydık.
Horrid massacre it was. They say the majors fought brave to wither your ears. Finally, they flushed them out with the fire and riddled them with arrows. As well. These are no longer songs.
Bizde de şey vardı. Opel Astra Turbo 1.4. 2012 model miydi neydi? 28'e mi 30'a mı ne zor satmıştık. O da o civar bir şey olmuştur herhalde.
What have you got there?
Bizim bahtımız yok ya o. Ne diyeyim yani, bizim gerçekten bahtımız yok.
So long.
Ben bir ara kredi çektim araba alacağım diye. 50 bin kredi çektim işte. O dönem şey vardı, nedir adı? Dur aklıma gelsin söyleyeyim. Leon falan vardı. 55-60 bine. Para bulamadım. 10 bin üstüne koyacak bulamadım. Bulsaydım tertemiz olacaktı. Pololar vardı. Golf vardı. 2008 golfler vardı o zaman. 60 bine falan.
Old villagers pitch in. Lords out with their purses. Ladies do like with their legs.
Guess I've been to the wrong villages. Dealt with the wrong lords and ladies.
Come on, don't make us beg. What's the wisher for, anyways? It's to help men in need.
You boys look tired. Probably ought to go home now.
Well, how long we been drinking now?
2 days. Well said, Master. Home we will go.
İşte bazen ya şeye inanıyorum artık, böyle hayat önüne fırsat çıkarıyor. Yakalayanlar kurtarıyor kendini. Geri kalanımız da ağlıyor işte. O fırsatı yakalayamayanlar ağlıyor. Egea'lar 77 bindi ben ilk almak istediğimde mesela.
Never witnessed a seance like this before, let alone participated.
I will guide you. You must first achieve a kind of mental accord. I must ask some questions. You must answer them. It's important you're truthful. Answer from your heart.
Şeyler bile ya. Hyundai'lerin vardı ya, Accent yeni modeller 2008-2009'lar. Yeni model dediğim de o. Bizim abiyi kaç almıştık? 23 bine mi ne
To start
almıştık?
with, tell me a memory you have of this woman.
What for?
Do as I ask, please. I need the strongest, most complete memory you have of...
Ciri. The woman's name is Ciri. Ciri was orphaned during the Second War with Nilfgaard. I had no idea what to do with a young girl.
Düzelir
So I
düzelir.
did what I would have done with a boy and took her to Kaer Morhen. Figured some physical training,
Gençliğimiz gider ama
sword work,
düzelir.
development of her stamina couldn't hurt. I remember her standing on a crumbling wall. A stone came loose. She lost her footing.
Yok,
Caught her at the last possible
kapalı değil.
instant.
Banıyor musun onlardan?
Strongest memory, though, is of her coming out of her room one day, wearing a dress and claiming she was indisposed. Knew then that Ciri was maturing. It was unavoidable. I was lost in the face of that.
I see. Do you wish to tell me anything more?
Yes, I think so.
In that case, I'm listening.
I accepted a job once. Did it. Asked to choose my reward, I invoked the law of surprise. Never thought I'd actually meet the child promised to me at that time.
Oyundan
Years
ban yemez
later,
misin ya?
I was
Yer
in the
misin?
Broccolon forest.
Allah Allah. Bilmiyordum ben öyle
Happened
bir
on a
muhabbet
girl
olduğunu.
there. Didn't know who she was. The Dryads wanted to keep her, turn her into one of their own. But the waters of Oblivion,
O sahneler
failed
geldi
in
mi
her
atlarız, bir
case.
şey olmaz.
Ciri came out of Broccolon with me. I sent her back to her grandmother then. But already, I felt bound to her.
By destiny.
By something more.
Thank you. Would you be willing to share another memory?
Paylaşayım her şeyi, dur bakalım.
No need to rush. We have time.
It was after her time training at Kaer Morhen.
Allah Allah.
After the moment when Yennefer first called
Ben
Ciri
o kadar
her
göze
daughter.
batmam ya. Benim ona o kadar
We'd been
göze
separated.
batmama
I
daha
knew she was
zaman
in
var.
danger. I dreamt of her multiple times. I found her at Stygia Castle. She'd gone there to free Yen and gotten herself captured in the process. They wanted to hurt her.
Bu yeni Cold War
Fighting
güzelmiş de.
side by side with Ciri on stairs slippery from blood. It was the first time she ever
Bir ara ona da
deflected a
bakacağım.
crossbow bolt with her sword. Told her never to try it again.
These memories, they're intense. Do you wish to continue?
I have more to say.
Then please do.
It was in Rivia. The Second War with Nilfgaard had just ended. There was still tension in the air. For gods know what reason, race riots erupted in the town.
Senin bilgisayar iyi o zaman. Black Ops'u kaldırıyorsa.
Couldn't stop a riled crowd. A boy with a pitchfork. He ran it right through my gut. Yennefer lay dying as well. Ciri had us carried onto a boat. We sailed to a place where apple trees bloom eternal.
Laptoptu değil mi sendeki?
She left us there. That was the last time I saw her.
You claim the woman has abilities. Tell me about them.
They call Ciri the Lady of Space and Time. Once I asked Yennefer why. She travels between worlds. Turns out I don't know how to talk about
İşlemci
it.
iyi, RAM
Didn't really
iyi,
understand much of
SSD'si
what Yen
güzel.
told me.
Bir
I
ekran
just know there's
kartından
more to it
patates
than
oluyor.
traveling to different places, and that Ciri carries immense power in her blood.
I see. Do you wish to say more?
No. Can we start?
Naturally. I knew you cared about her. But your tone, The emotions you so carefully conceal.
Let's continue, please.
Make yourself comfortable and try to relax. You must take my hand and tell me.
Optimizasyonu iyi Forza 4'ün.
Tell me where you think she might be. Who could be at her side?
Bir de biraz daha
If
işlemci
Siri
üzerine
couldn't
oyunlar ya
find
onlar.
me, I'm sure she would have looked for another friend.
Who do you mean?
Maybe Dandelion. They liked each other a lot.
Darboğaza düşürmez işlemci de. Ekran kartın. İşte laptop olduğu zaman güncellemesini yapamıyorsun yani. Gerçi zaten şu anki ekonomide de yapamıyorsun da. Tabii ekran kartı alayım takayım desen takamıyorsun. Güncellememiş olamazsın ya. Otomatik güncelliyor zaten.
Dreamt of a swallow at first. After that, just nightmares.
Ben güncellemeleri her yerden kapattım, yine güncelliyor.
Show the past as well as the future.
The swallow. It symbolizes Siri. She contacted Dandelion. I didn't know he was in town.
The poet. Heard about him. Someone left him the rosemary and thyme in their will.
The rosemary and thyme? Where's that?
As you enter the city through the red light district,
Ben de
you
kaldırdım.
come
Her
upon
yerden
that
kapattım.
bridge.
Yine de yapıyor ama.
The rosemary is just past it.
Dandelion inherited a brothel?
So I've heard.
Bu
Thanks for your
direkt
help.
Good luck, Witcher. I hope you find your Siri.
şu an hatırlamıyorum yeri de. Direkt böyle sistem görevlerinden kapattığım halde yapıyordu yani. Olabilir belki benim yapamadığım. Benim yapamadığım bir şeyi yapmış olma ihtimali yüksek yani.
I'm so wet.
Olabilir ya. Bilmiyorum. Bir ara bakarım ama ona. Ulan silah çıkarsana, kılıç çeksene oğlum. Adamlar kılıçla vuruyor, bizimki yumruk atıyor. Ben işte oradan kapattım diye hatırlıyorum ama. Yanlış hatırlıyor da olabilirim.
I'm so
Said I'll come to the wrong,
The Walking mi?
but he's still dumb.
O ne bilmiyorum. Bu şey mi? Zombi dizisi vardı bir tane, onun oyunları mı?
As long as the damp don't make me sick.
Yok, o serinin oyunlarını oynamadım hiç.
I never come back, you stick. Next time I'll rip your fucking legs off and shove them up your ass till you've toes for teeth.
Hangi oyun ki o, merak ettim. Dur şeyden bakayım. The Walking.
Merhaba arkadaşlar.
Ay, kulağımı patlattın lan. Lelele lelele. Bu mu?
Kırmızı Kepe hoş geldiniz. Bir seriyle Walking dedi. Dedin. Desteğinizi bekliyorum. Oyun hakkında yorumlarınız,
Well, I reckon you didn't do it then.
senin yaptığını zannetmiyorum. Okumayacağım tabii ki. Bir cevap seçmek için tekerleği ya da birden 4'e kadar olan rakamları kullan.
Yok, oynamadım hiç. Ne bu? Şey, interaktif bir şey mi bu? Öyle duruyor.
Get out in the nick of time, as always.
Zoltan, with your boot to someone's ass, as always. Who were those men?
Local colour. I wasn't gone more than a moment. Long enough for them to turn our home into theirs. All right, time for some spring
Bakılır ya.
cleaning. I've got to boot them all out. Care to join me?
Bir ara denerim onu da.
With pleasure.
Öyle seçimli oyunları severim.
I can use a pint. Bucky, come on. Now.
Ulan,
Bucky me back. Reminds me of a piece of home.
Yeah, almost like we never left Bergen.
Leg it. Told you this place. I'm pleased. That went well. Now we can greet each other like the gods ordained.
kaç kuruşmuş bakayım. Ya 15 liraymış lan, çok para değilmiş. İndirimde 15 lira. Normalde 40 liraymış, indirime girmiş şimdi. Yedi oyunun olduğu da 7 oyunun olan da 120 liraymış.
Hey, Zoltan, you look good.
Training plenty lately. What with the war on, no Mahakaman meat to be found, but Redanian lager standing
Munition da
in
var o
just fine.
120 liralığın içinde.
You, though, you've
Bakarım ya.
withered a bit. Something worrying you?
It's
Çok
about
para.
Siri.
Hepsi, her
I
şey
know she
çok para
came
artık.
to Novigrad. Might still be here.
You mean she's come back? I'll be damned. I wonder if I'd recognize her. How many years is it now? 6, 7? But what'd she be doing here?
Hiding probably. She might be in danger.
DLC tarzı varmış ya, 2 tane.
Couple
3 tane.
times. Her and the Wild Hunt.
Oh, not good.
Not at all, but I know she came here and contacted Dandelion.
We've a wee problem then.
Where's Dandelion?
I'd like to know that myself. Maybe he could explain what the hell's going on. Not just
Craig muhabbeti
returned as you
korkutuyor
saw.
beni ya.
Expecting to come home to a hot like a boar and some cold ale, and what do you find instead? A shite storm. Dandelion gone.
Craig'le oyunda
tavern
yayın
chock
yapıyoruz diye
full of
sonra
bums.
başımıza bela
Have no
gelmesin.
clue what happened.
Let's look around. Might find something that'll put us
Bu
on his
Witcher'ı
trail.
mesela
Prime idea.
DLC'lerle falan beraber 7 liraya mı ne almıştım indirimde.
It's where he sat and wrote.
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
No one knows the fruit of... Aha! A note from a grateful muse.
Reading someone else's letters. This the loot he got from the elves of Dolblathana.
Aye. Must have been in a great rush to leave it behind.
Hmm. 10 barrels of Toussaint Dry, 5 cases of sodden triple mead.
Steam'den almıştım.
Nothing here.
Dizisinin çıktığı zaman indirime
That's exactly what
sokmuşlardı.
we're looking for.
Bu ara aldım. Zaten içinden çıkan şeyleri satıyorsun ya, cevher mevher. Onlarla 4 lirasını geri aldım.
Dandelion and planning, good one. Besides, anything he wrote here probably had a special system. Chaos only he could ever decipher. Actually, in the past, sometimes not even that.
Give him a chance. Might not be that bad. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fine responsibilities. Bookkeeping among them.
Bir de şey
He
aldım.
also made a habit of noting down the times of his
EA
meetings.
Play diye bir şey aldım.
Official and
70 liraya mı
private.
ne almıştım?
So, who'd he been seeing of late? Ah, here it is. Seems he's only been meeting women of late. The dog.
Not a bad idea. Dandelion's pretty loose-lipped. Might have blabbed something to a lady friend that'll put us on his trail.
That's what I'm counting on.
Dying Light 1 mi 2 mi?
We should divide these somehow.
İkisine baktım, 400 lira falandı çünkü.
I'll ask the lassies in my half, you interrogate the ones in yours.
Ya benim aklımda şey kaldı. Last of Us'ın ikincisi.
Zoltan,
Last
wait.
of Us mıydı?
This is in verse.
And you figure that's unnatural because...
Wonderful. Meet me back here when you're done. Share our findings.
Right you are.
Yok 250 değil. 400 civarı bir şeydi. Ben baktım ona çünkü. Dying Light 2. Ha 279 liraymış. İlk çıktığında 400'dü. Last of Us'ın ikincisi var ya. Onu alacaktım. Fiyatına bir baktım.
Cannot stomach the idea
Çok
of coming
güzel de.
back to this mess.
Aha, genç
And
kız
you'd be
olan.
wise to read your bit before you scurry off. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
Birinci oyununu 60 liraya almıştım. İkinci oyuna bir baktım, bakmaz olaydım. İkincisi o zaman ilk çıktığında 599 lira mıydı? Öyle bir şeydi galiba.
Still here? Looking for something?
Just checking to see that everything's in place. Buggers might have hauled something off for pawning.
Uncharted 4'ü de
Actually,
oynadım.
glad you're still here. Wanted to ask you about someone.
Bizim abi de vardı. Dedi ki vereyim mi sana? Ben dedim ki abi ver tabi.
Though well she knows the touch of silken lace, she
Efsane güzel
shuns
oyun ama.
not straw when gripped in lust's embrace.
Molly keeps things tidy for the Baroness Lavalette.
A baroness within reach and he settled for a chambermaid?
Dandelion's not one to judge folk by their station. You know that. Like he says, In the alcove, we're all equals.
Yeah. Guess a true poet observes life in all its aspects, examines it from all perspectives.
Ben de sadece
If I
4'ü
didn't know
oynadım.
him better, I'd say he was jealous about this Marabella.
Oh, I doubt it. Former pupil. And well, the tales he told me about her.
Doubt I want to hear them.
Probably better off not. Things between them took a turn for the strange at some point.
Şey vardı, neydi o?
Meaning?
She had
Tomb
them wearing
Raider.
mummers' costumes. Took to calling
Neydi
them
o?
Christian.
Lara Croft
Referred
muydu
to
ne?
herself as
Onun
Anastasia.
serilerini oynadım.
Huh. Truly perverse.
He didn't ken half of it. Called him a stallion once. That's the fool took it as a compliment. Till she pulled a bit in the reins into her cupboard. Poor bastard fled out the window.
Vespula.
Dizgin mi?
Name rings a bell. She threw his knickers out the window.
That's her.
Hollered something about him being a scoundrel with a voice like a consumptive pheasant.
That's her.
Threw flower
Uncharted'ın
pots at
filmini
him.
bilmiyorum da Witcher'ın
Yes, so
dizisinden
flames
sonra
never
başladım
die.
ben.
Like a rose abashed of its crimson hue, fair Rosa would sink into humor's blue. She shunned her lessons in civility to swing her dwarf with
Oyunlarla
agility.
aram hep bozuldu ya.
Never suspected he'd be so humble.
Dwarfs what Rosavar Atre named her Guahir.
Neydi o?
Well chosen.
Cyberpunk ha. Cyberpunk beni çok
Her dad's an
üzmüştü.
Nilfgaardian aristocrat with the Imperial
Çıktığı zaman
Legation.
oynadım.
Commissioned Dandelion to tutor Rosa and her sister
Bir
in the art of
Cyberpunk.
rhetoric. But we, Rosa, preferred swordplay.
Bir de şey.
How dare she reject the great bard in favor of a common swordmaster?
More than one, it seems. Week on week, we get fresh gossip about her thrashing another instructor.
Niye öyle oluyor? Geç gelmemesi lazım aslında. Bakayım şöyle ayarlarını.
He resigns. Word has it her dad's now looking to hire a next
Cyberpunk'ı
victim.
beklentin
I
yoksa
mean,
güzel oyun ama
instructor.
beklentin varsa oynanacak oyun değil. Biraz
A figure most
beklentiden üzüyor
rare,
insanı
her
yani.
nature dual. Look deep in her eyes or be made a fool. Well, well, seems fascinated with this one.
Not without reason. Never been much for elven women myself, but this one's exceptional. Dare say Francesca Finderbeard be jealous.
You want to take this one then?
Nah, you can have her.
GTA 5'i ilk
Why?
çıktığı zaman
See, elven
İnternetim benim.
beauty is like a young Beauclair wine, whereas I prefer vodka straight up.
kaçla indiriyor? 300 kilobayt falan hızla indiriyordu GTA 5'i. İndirmesini 3 gün falan
Well,
beklemiştim.
know about all I wanted to know. Thanks for your help. Winds howling.
I will get you every last copper, with interest. Give me a week, please.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay.
Hayda.
What you hollering for, stupid wench? What are you hoping for? A knight in shining armour?
Close enough.
Keep out of this, greyhead, not your concern.
Vespula's got someone else's protection now.
Really? Who's that be?
Aslında GTA 5'in şeyi güzel.
Mine. Offered her a better rate.
All right. So, let's see if you're a good bargain or just cheap shit.
Optimizasyonu iyiydi yani. İyi adamı yok etsin.
Covered in blood, all of it. So much work for naught.
No need to thank me. It was nothing.
sorry. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful, but everything I had, I just lost.
Don't know if you remember. We've met.
I don't... Wait, I know you. You're that witcher I near clobbered with a vase when... Well...
When you kicked Dandelion out
Ceseyinin bu
through
kadar
the balcony.
yüksek sistem istemesi çok
Actually, he's the
saçma
reason
ya.
I'm here. Know where he is?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling with some trollop on his arm. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
Dandelion ask you about other washerwomen? Not terribly subtle even for him.
Maybe he likes some sudsy.
Maybe. But what did he ask about, exactly?
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? Have I got any friends there? What are their working hours? I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern. Maybe I got all in a huff for no reason.
Ya benim en iyi yatırımım bilgisayar oldu. Askere gideceğim de öleceğim sanarak gittiğim için yani geri döneceğimi hiç düşünmüyordum.
Horvir, more likely.
Dolar 3,5'ken aldım bir bilgisayar.
So tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
2000 liraya mı ne toplamıştım o zaman?
Thanks for your help. Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
Sistem bakayım. Tam hatırlamıyorum hepsini de. i5 9400F 16 GB. Ondan sonra GTX 1050 Ti var. Bir tane M.2 SSD var. 2 TB disk var. O kadar.
Nothing hurts as much as life.
That reptile.
Welcome.
I'm a friend of Dandelion's, looking for Elial.
You've come to the
Yeter
right
ya
spot.
beni bir 4-5
How might I
sene
be of
götürür
service?
herhalde.
Need something shortened? Patch your trousers, darn your socks.
You Elial?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought Elial was one of Dandelion's girlfriends.
Oh, so it's that. Wait here.
2018'de almıştım. Herhalde beni bir 24-25'e kadar götürür diye tahmin
Any
ediyorum. Ne oluyor
better?
lan?
So you're...
Elial.
Did you and Dandelion... how did you two meet?
I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
Benim şimdi 2000 liraya topladığım sistemin tek parçası 2000 lira.
We spoke.
That's it.
I'm not sure what you're getting at, but I should make one thing clear. Men don't interest me. Told him that as well. Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
Dandelion visit your shop often?
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button rear fixed or a hole patched.
When did you last see him?
Some time ago. He brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
What did you and Dandelion talk about? He ask about anything in particular?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick beau. In fact, he desperately wished to meet with him.
Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters nabbed him recently, burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square. But as he perished, ooh, the goings-on, impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Maşallah,
Really?
maşallah.
What did they spell?
Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
I know this is none of my business, but why
do I dress up? As a child, I dreamt of becoming a Doppler when I grew up. I became a tailor instead. Discovered clothing. Costumes can express all the complexities of one's personality. I'm a Redanian countess one day. Have you never thought to become someone else?
I managed to stay interested. Thanks.
I can help with much.
Şuradan bir çıkabilir miyim?
One glance tells me all I need to know about you.
Leleley lelele.
Temeria will be free again one day.
Faster.
Şurada yeteneklere şey verseydik. Pardon.
Double chase.
Oh!
Save me. I'm dying of poverty.
Yardım edecektim, edemiyormuş.
Eternal fire. Deliver us from all evil in body and soul.
Ve de ateş diyorlar da. Yani. Berber mi var lan bu oyunda?
Looking for a barber? Well, you found one. Welcome. I'll plough and shave the gentleman's noggin for half price.
Give me a haircut? As long as your hands aren't too shaky.
Bakayım, merak ettim nasıl bir şey çıkacak.
This is not what I wanted.
What do you mean, not what you wanted? Are you cut and coiffed? You are. And even can be, I'd say.
This is not the look I wanted.
And this is not the fate I wanted. I was to be an alderman in Mahakan. Instead, I shave and cut tramps and ragamuffins. Life deals what it deals. You shrug and you take it.
Neyse, fena değil. Belki parayı geri alırız diye bir oyun. Nereye çıktın lan? Deli.
Awful pale you are.
Excuse me. I'm looking for Marabella.
I am she. Wait outside. Class is in session.
Bekleyelim.
I'll wait.
It won't take long. It turns out he'll not come after all.
Why not?
A rat bit him, and he's caught a fever.
Where'd he get bit?
Meditasyonla böyle çabucak zamanı geçirebiliyor muyuz? İşe yarıyor mu?
Got a monster under me bed. Like as not. Will you help?
Now can we talk?
Yes. What do you want?
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh, yes. Longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems.
No. He perused the illustrated guide to fungi.
Maybe... No. Won't even try to guess why he wanted to do that.
Mold. That was his interest. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
See Dandelion after the fungus incident?
No. I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts is pure gold. He simply needs a bit more discipline in his life. But he never came back to see me. So I thought if it's done, it's done.
Found a poem Dandelion wrote about you. Portrayed you as an unusually talented individual.
Really? Did he mention my poetry? Horses have always fascinated me. I've always longed to extol their noble beauty. Did you see any of my work at Dandelions? Mere exercises, true, but I'd be curious to know what you thought of them.
Gördük mü? Görmedik ki.
No. Didn't see any.
Gee up! A snakely whip rose skyward. Jee-haw! Crack! She reined the beast in. The stallion danced betwixt her thighs. Lather bathed its chinny chin.
Çiri çin çin.
Sorry, don't know much about poetry.
Anladım oldu.
Thanks for your help. Farewell.
Helele.
That hurts.
Pardon.
My jacket get wet again. I'll get lashed.
Helele. Nerede lan ilan tahtası?
This Baronet's Lavalettes villa.
Shouldn't interest you. The Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Oğlum bir şey yapmayacağız lan. Bir konuşacaktık ya.
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep? Surely this is no chance encounter?
Greetings, Baroness. Greetings, General. You're right. I'm here for a reason.
There's no mistaking you. But for etiquette's sake, Mary Louisa Lavalette, an Imperial General and a Witcher meet, and know each other. Surprising.
We've met before.
And how? Imagine this, Louisa. The Emperor desired a chat with the Witcher. I too was fortunate enough to meet him then.
Bu bize atar yapan adam değil miydi ya?
Geralt of Rivia now works for Emperor Emir. Interesting. Has Var Emry sent you to rid Novigrad of monsters?
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
My maidservant. I'm afraid she's currently at the home of my dear friend Patricia Vegelbud.
Perhaps Geralt could accompany us. He could speak with Molly at the races.
Is that something you'd consider, Witcher? Care to partake of some sophisticated diversion?
Hayır.
think I can find my own way to the Vagelbud home.
Very well. Perhaps I can convince you to join me later at the races. I shall keep an eye out for you.
İstemiyorum. Kesin bir şey çıkar oradan. Çıkla şuraya. Heh.
Did you catch him? No luck. Driving in slippery, the bugger was quick as a tomcat. Scrambled out the hole in the back wall.
Sounds like you might have been an acrobat.
Maybe so. Both misses are fond of
Bunlarla mı konuşmam lazım?
Keep your distance.
Lan içeri gir ya.
What do you want?
What you want?
Want to see Rosa Varatra?
Oh, mate, if you only knew what I want. Miss Rosa don't see just anybody.
I'm Geralt of Rivia, a witcher.
Soon as Miss Rosa turns into a striker, I'm sure her papa will send for you. But she's not showing any symptoms yet, so I venture you're not needed. On your way now.
Çekil de şuradan.
Thanks, we ain't looking for no witcher.
Oh my. You must get bored here.
Go back to Farkle.
Good day.
Allah Allah.
Children from every evil. I kneel before you, O Eternal.
Sağdan soldan giremiyor muyuz buraya? Ne güzel kayıyor lan.
You fancy men like me, whole town's going on about it. So no point playing hard to get, sugar puss.
It's Lady Varatra to you.
Sugar puss mu?
Sod off, sugar puss, before I report this to Papa.
This weather makes me downright melancholy.
Çık sana şuraya çık. Çıkabilirsin hadi. Aa oğlum çık şuraya hadi. Yaparsın sen ya. Koskoca bir şurayı mı tırmanamıyor? Hadi.
This weather makes me downright melancholy.
Ya. Öldün mü? Ya Allah Allah. Peki abi. Şurada kendimizi öldürsek. Helali. O takla mı attı lan o? O neymiş lan öyle? Merak ettim. Dur bakayım. Garkola. Lele. Ne yaptı şimdi? Muhteşem bir yapay zeka istiyoruz.
I like rain. Keeps the rogues indoors. I chase the pansy all the way to the garden. Would you
Rosavar at
come with me?
Direkt böyle girebiliyormuşuz.
Won't you realise what you've gotten yourself into?
Hope so too.
Miss Rose has got a downright beastly temper. Shows. Grab a wooden one. Take care not to hurt the little. Follow me.
Gideyim. Lelele.
You're my new instructor. Well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time. Wood, to start with. I must know your worth.
Karizma ya.
Shut up and fight.
Stop, Lord. Fight. Damn it. Well fought. You're much better than the last one.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
Really? Then who are you? And how on earth did you get in?
Yalanla girdim.
I'm a witcher. I'm looking for...
A witcher? That's splendid. I always wanted to meet a witcher. This is so exciting.
Incredibly. But we ought to discuss that another time. Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly played his lute and sang for us. I believe he thought he was wooing.
Mean he wasn't? But you had some sort of relationship?
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so, there was nothing between us. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at our expense. But enough chatter. Stand and fight. I demand a rematch.
Peki.
Rat it!
Come on!
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle... Damn it! Well, If you're not an instructor, you should certainly be one. Fancy giving me a few private lessons?
Can't rightly refuse a request from a lady.
What are you two lovebirds whispering about? You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna Va Atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yaruga.
Wait a minute. Mean to say Dandelion mixed you two up?
On occasion, yes. But then Rosa would quickly set him straight. If you'd shut your catty mouth for a moment, dear little sister, I could explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step. You blushed every time he sang a ballad. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Otoriter.
Quiet.
Ooh, now that's a mentor. Strong and decisive. Perhaps it's time I took up swordplay.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. I certainly have not. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion? For one who incessantly praises another woman's talents? Afraid I've more sense than that.
Dandelion act any different lately? Notice anything strange?
Strange? Not really. It's no use, Geralt. She's so enamored she'd hardly notice if he turned into a werewolf. Edna, what? You needn't pretend he followed convention. Remember when he took us to the cemetery?
Rhetoric lessons in a cemetery. Unusual even for Dandelion.
We set out to visit the graves of celebrated Oxenford professors.
Nasıl
He ended up
kavga
quizzing us
edecek ya?
about Margrave Henkel.
Who?
Eccentric old coot. Died recently. He'd apparently been an important and generous patron of the arts as a young man.
What are two young Nilfgaardian aristocrats doing in Novigrad?
Dying of boredom. Papa's a diplomat. He also has many business dealings in Novigrad. He's a member of the Trade Corporation. Takes us along everywhere he goes, and must then find us new tutors in each spot. And so in Novigrad, the task fell to the poet Dandelion, Rosa's betrothed. Edna!
Bet sophisticated young ladies like you know a bunch about politics.
We've picked up a few things. What would you like to know?
Emperor continuing to push north. Courtiers must be ecstatic.
His confidants must be. But Papa says that's not likely to last much longer.
Why not?
Papa says the war's disrupting trade, and people are tired of financing the Emperor's adventures.
Wonder how the war's going. Any outcome looming?
Papa says much depends on Radovid, and on who captures Novigrad first.
What's Novigrad got to do with it? Free city. Never taken sides. Always stayed out of conflicts.
Oh, even children know Novigrad's home to the world's largest fleet. And they say the city's treasury's bursting with enough to equip 2 armies.
Oraya da sıçrayacak yani.
Subjects. Who'd Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or Trebaritz. Very skilled and exceptionally talented, of course. But who knows? The bard might have invented her just to make us jealous. Pitiful chorister. I'd say it worked. You've gone all red in the face just talking about it. Your face will be red when I scratch your eyes out.
Ben gideyim
Been
de
a
siz
pleasure,
birbirinizi vurun.
but I've got stuff to take care of.
Exceedingly nice to meet you. Please come again. Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
Oh.
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it. Name the time and place.
House here, tomorrow. Same time as today.
See you then.
See you, Master Witcher.
Ooh. Sağımız flört, solumuz flört. Şu iknaya da bir tane verelim. Helele.
Another drifter in from Temeria.
Görevlere bakalım.
Watch it, peasant.
Yani dönüp vururdum sana bir tane de hiç gerek yok şu an. Leleley.
Come closer. Don't be shy. You'll find I've everything you could ever need. Greetings.
Show me.
Show me the goods. Bu ne lan? Hoşça kal canım benim. Leleley.
Even the rain smells like piss in this town.
Bak bey, gelir misiniz canım?
Let's go.
Açın yolu.
Ah, simpleton.
Ne demek lan simpleton? Leleley. Dilime dolanıyor ya bu şarkı.
I serve the eternal fire.
Peki abi. İstediğine hizmet et, bana ne?
Giddy up.
Zıpla ulan.
Soothing, the scent of the...
We meet again, Witcher.
Aynen öyle yap.
Managed to get here. Truth be told, hard to miss an estate this grand.
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges. As a young girl, I'd travel there often to ride.
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses, Geralt?
I guess so. Called every horse I've had Roach.
The grey mare is Cantarella, sired by Cahir, the champion from Vol.
Grey's a nice color. For horses too.
Doğrudur.
My coin's on the black stallion, Nemrod. Purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General. Know anything about the chestnut or the bay?
The chestnut is Thunderbolt, a pure-blood Britannian, gallant steed, but too headstrong for my taste, difficult to control.
Whoa.
And the bay hails from Zerrikania. Lord de Volte acquired him recently. I know little about him, though Zerrikanians are reputed to have incredible stamina.
Is Molly a horse?
Pardon?
I did come here to see Molly after all.
Patience, Witcher. She ought to arrive soon. I asked Molly to join us as soon as she was done with her chores. She shouldn't be long now.
All depends what you asked her to do, milady. But I don't really have a choice. I'll wait. Seem to know your horses.
No is not the word. Morvran's a true expert.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just
Sen
try
bu
to stay in
avlamda
it.
mı yürüyorsun?
What would you say to a little race?
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle. Made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
Yarışalım
Why
bakalım.
not? Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into riding skills.
Well said. So, which steed do you choose, Witcher?
Şunu.
Heard tales of Zerrikanian horses. I'll ride the bay.
Kafayı kaldırışa bak.
I'll not ride with you, but I shall bet on a steed. Nemrod will win, no matter the rider.
Cantarella for me, then. I see no point in delaying this. Let's begin.
Riders, ready!
Come on, Witcher. Let's see what you're made of.
Move it.
Hani dayanıklılığı iyiydi lan bunun.
Don't spare the horse. I adore the speed, the rush of air. Don't spare the horse.
What a thrill! A beautiful victory!
Eyvallah,
For
eyvallah.
one for whom every horse is a roach, you carry yourself exquisitely in the saddle. My congratulations.
Eğri ver,
That
eğri boş ver.
is
Boş yapma hadi.
Now, could I talk to your chambermaid, milady?
Ah, yes, Molly. That is why you came here after all. The portly young woman. That's her.
Speak to her. And you must find us when you're ready to return to Novigrad. We'd be delighted to join you for the journey.
Şimdi ben o eğeri nasıl takıyorum bunu? Bir şeyler takabiliyormuşuz. Yeni öğrendim. 11 saat, 12 saat oynadım oyunu.
I'm Molly, my lord. Wish to see me?
Call me Geralt.
Geralt! That Geralt! The one Dandelions rescued time and time again!
Hadi bozmayacağım lan. Bro code.
Wouldn't be here if not for Dandelion.
Told me all about your adventures. How he'd ready you for battle with his songs. How he tamed the Karen by playing his lute.
I meant that literally. Dandelion's why I'm here. Came to ask you about him. Know where he might be?
No. Sadly, I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages. The Baroness don't approve of our acquaintance.
Aga
Says
be.
Dandelions are good for nothing layabout. Can you imagine? But... or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
Kız kardeşi yok ki onun, var mı?
Any chance you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Of course. He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon. Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias. But I've not seen him since.
Allah Allah, acaba niye?
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister.
Sure he does. Saw him himself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for starters.
Harry mi o?
Maybe they've different fathers.
Mm-hmm. Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her. Looks after her. The way he carried her packages and...
These packages. Any chance they were trunks, travel cases? And this girl, possibly a Truberitz?
Yes, yes. Now I remember. She's a travelling performer. Sailed in from Kavir. Talented family, innit?
Exceptionally. And very loving as well, I'm sure.
If you only knew. Dandelion even wrote a poem for her. To my dearest Calinetta. Or some such. Oh, to have a brother like that.
Bu kadar salak olmaman lazım.
Thanks, Molly.
Wait. Before you go, I've got a request. Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he never did. I'd so like to see them.
Gravür ne
Won't be
lan?
too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful! Thanks. And good luck to you on your search.
Gravür ne ya? Dur bir saniye, ona bakmam lazım. Ha, çizim gibi. Zoltan'a bir tane şey.
Ah, you're back. You met Poppy? She ought to start talking any day now.
Zoltan, venture to say a mage would have trouble turning that owl into a parrot.
Sure you know me that well? Mark my words, she'll be playing Gwent with us in no time. But we want to talk about Dandelion. So, how'd you do? Learn much?
Tell me what you've got first.
A few bruises and a torn doublet. Otherwise, no much a note. He wasn't staying with any of them. Not seen hide nor hair of him in ages. All I learned was a few of Dandelion's pick-up. Dubious worth.
Think I might have something better.
What are you waiting for? Let's have at it.
Women on my list hadn't seen Dandelion in a while. All claimed he had been acting strange. Also mentioned he'd been seeing someone else. Thing is, Mystery Woman wasn't on my list.
What's she supposedly like, this lass?
Blonde, from Kovir. A Troberits, apparently, named Kalanetta or something like that.
That makes it clear as crystal. It's Priscilla. Aye. Must be her.
Priscilla kim ya?
Why wasn't she on the list?
This Priscilla wasn't like the others. I think Dandelion more than fancied her. I think it was fervour.
He lusts after every other woman he meets.
How can I explain? Who does Dandelion love most?
Himself.
Exactly. And she's his mirror image.
Dandelion in love. Actually, truly in love.
Oh, yes. The laddie's head's on fire. Lassie's got him whirling.
All right. Guess we gotta talk to her.
Priscilla works with a mummers troupe. Reynard and the Foxen. Whenever they're in town, she performs nightly at the Kingfisher.
Mean we've been sentenced to an evening of poetry?
Must you always? This'll be true poetry, Geralt. You'll see.
Geldim. İki çıkışım mı var burada?
How are you keeping, Poppy? Miss your Zoltan, you old bum? What's this?
Şunu uzulasak. Şunu uzulasak.
What village are you from? Willows. It's into my area.
Deli şahıs.
Your god arrived there just before winter.
with this evening?
I was faffing about minding my own business.
Let's drink for its nearly night.
Get an honest job.
Ne oluyor lan, herkes bağırıp çağırıyor. Leleley leleleleley.
Here already. Come on, let's find some arse rests. Should start soon.
Bing.
That brothel? Why? They don't even let you take a goat.
I say, I'm curious what my wife would say about that.
They wanted to imprison Master Dandelion. The nerve!
You don't believe that yourself, do you?
Ding ding ding ding ding ding.
These scars long have yearned for your
Boğa sese bak.
tender caress, to bind our fortunes. Damn what the stars are. Rend my heart open, then your love profess. A winding, weaving fate to which we both atone. You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted, stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. The wolf I will follow into the storm, to find your heart, its passion displaced by our ever-growing, hardening into stone. Amidst the cold, to hold you in a heated embrace. You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted, stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. I know not if fate would have us live as one, or if by love's blind chance we've been bound. The wish I whispered when it all began, did it forge a love you might
Herkesi bir düşünceler sardı.
you flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted, stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep.
Slow clap.
Why? They don't even let you take a goat.
I say, I'm curious what my wife would say about that.
I know him!
Ne oldu lan?
murdered some Temerian boys back at White Orchard.
Silence, woman. We've come to hear music.
A murderer? There's a war on. Some die.
Oh, please, argue this out elsewhere.
Squabbles and rows again. And I was told this was a decent establishment.
If I know Geralt, he risked his noggin to save someone else's ass.
Evet, bunu kurtardık.
He murdered folk.
Don't let him provoke you.
There's the door. Settle this outside.
Come.
You expect me to believe that?
I wish to listen to music. Music.
Bu kadını kurtarmamış mıydık biz ya?
Of the world? The fuck it is.
Alçak kadın.
Permit me to introduce this here's Priscilla, known also as Calinetta. As lovely as she is talented. And this
is Geralt of Rivia, I know. Dandelion's told me a great deal about you, and I've listened with bated breath. Don't be surprised. After all, doubt I could think of a more fitting subject for a ballad than a witch's love for a sorceress. Or should I say, sorceresses.
Seems Dandelion was meticulous in telling my story, down to personal and insignificant details. Did he offer anything about himself, like where he was going?
Splendid. Very funny, truly. So, see you later. Not here. Come with me.
Hem sesi güzel, hem kendi güzel, hem akıllı.
Sneaking around.
An excellent one. When last I saw Dandelion, he told me he was planning a heist. Siggy Reuven's vault.
sheeped up.
And I've not seen him since.
Reuven. What's he like?
Tall, fat, dangerous as hell.
Limp in his gait. Left leg.
Sounds like a lame rock troll.
If trolls were devilishly intelligent and had a flair for crime, yeah, I'd agree.
Dandelion breaking into a vault. I'd sooner expect him to choose a life of celibacy.
True. Forgot to pay for his wedding to Passiflora once. Laid awake the next 3 nights worrying about it.
Any idea what got into him? He have debts he needed to pay off?
Claimed he was helping someone. Urgent matter that couldn't wait, he said.
This someone, Dandelion mentioned their name?
No. But if I know Dandelion, it's her name he failed to mention. As he failed to mention her slender waist and ample bosom.
Let me guess. Attempted heist was a failure.
Well, he's not driven up in a gilded carriage laden with jewels, so I should think so. I've asked after him everywhere, but it seems an army of tongue-stealing cats has overrun the city. I learned only that he raised a ruckus at Horson Jr.'s lair. Then Horson's men chased him all over town.
Horson Jr. Doesn't ring a bell.
Biggest prick in Novigrad. Not literally, but...
Got it. You're not a fan. But what did he do to you?
Try the whole town. He's one of 4 bosses who control the city's underworld. The others being Siggy Reuven, Carlo the Cleaver Varese, and the King of Beggars.
The rascal. At least they didn't cross the church as well. Bring that venerable institution into it. We'd be in deep then.
Damn it. Hope Dandelion gets out of this alive.
And in one piece. Know what they do to bards? Break their fingers, tear out their tongues. Or both.
Relax. I'll get him out of this. Gotta talk to this Horson first. And Siggy Reuven. Know where I might find them?
I don't know about Horson, but Reuven runs a bathhouse. Careful, though. He's a dangerous character.
So am I.
I don't doubt it. But Dandelion's not. I beg you to hurry it. Let me know as soon as you learn anything.
Merak etme öğrendi.
Bugger all to do here. Heading back to the road.
I don't pay taxes just to have that sort of thing.
Ya.
Oh.
Şurada şöyle ortalığı karıştırabiliyor muyuz?
Oh, they still right.
Bakalım bir görevlerden kaç level istiyor. Bence yaparız ya. Karaktere girelim. Neymiş?
Truth is, we're already dependent on the black bubbles.
Şuradan atlayınca mı öldün gerçekten? Allah seni bildiği gibi yapsın.
Oof.
Şarkılar çok güzel ya.
Hey?
Hey.
Anybody there? Open up.
What's the fuss? The bathhouse is closed.
Need to talk to the owner. I know he's here.
I'm not sure that matters, as he's terribly busy.
Tell him Geralt of Rivia wants to talk to him.
I cannot promise Mr. Reuven will have time to see you.
Want a bet?
Very well, I shall try. Please wait.
Siggy Reuven cordially invites you to join him. I'm happy. The meeting is in the baths. We will pass through the dressing room so you can leave your clothes.
Let's go.
You may disrobe here. Your equipment will be safe. Splendid. Siggy Reuven awaits in the next room.
Hey, Whitehair. Nice bun you have.
You were right. He doesn't blush.
Junior cut off his hand, then ordered them to shove it up the corpse's arse. And then he sent the body back,
Cleaver's is
offering
bigger.
a hand
He's hung
extended
like
in
a
peace.
horse.
This.
Easy, Cleaver.
Orson Jr.'s a dead man. I'll have my scribe send you a notice.
You don't have a scribe. And we'll eliminate Junior when, and only when, all of us say aye. Reuven, your guest.
Why the fuck you let him in here? Because I want to talk to him. This is Geralt of Rivia.
Good to see you again.
As always, I'm out the swiving loop. Who the fuck are you?
None of your business.
Your friend got a death wish. Nah, just short on manners. Witches aren't exactly the sophisticated urban types.
Got intruders. Someone just snuck inside the bathhouse. Several men.
What the fuck's he on about? Ploughing fortune teller?
Assassins! Please, no! Ah!
Bloody hell. I fucking knew it.
Any weapons tucked away?
Just a few. First ever party with my prick hanging out. Ah!
Oo maşallah. Buyurun lan bir saniye.
We need one alive! They killed him! Rumble time! Stop walking into a sword! He's hexing! Good work, gents.
Eyvallah,
Terribly
eyvallah.
sorry for that incident. My security failed. I'll get to the bottom of who, why, and how. They were whoreson scum. That's the bottom of who and how right there.
Don't start that again. Especially not in front of our guest.
Who pranced in right before they attacked. Coincidence? Why do I doubt it? Let's give him a chance to explain.
Not gonna introduce me to your friends?
Good thing happens not here. He tanned the hide on my ass for being so rude. Francis Bedlam you know, but then who's not heard of this patron of the fine arts and supporter of entrepreneurs of limited initial means? And the dwarf's Carlo Veres, known also as Cleaver. Carlo's in entertainment, mostly.
I'm looking for Whoreson Jr.
Interesting.
What do you want with him?
Junior's gonna help me find someone.
Whoreson's not helped a soul in all his miserable life.
I'll ask him nicely.
See, Cleaver? Perhaps if you'd not called Junior an uncle fucker and asked him nicely, he'd have showed up today. Gentlemen, you out of your fucking minds? A chat session? Whoreson's out to get us, and he'll succeed eventually. We've got to kill him first. So by all means, you sit here, soak, fart, and watch the bubbles rise, while I send my boys to Whoreson's hidey holes. They'll make some noise, flush the bugger out. And you, geriatric, or whatever your ploughing name is, want to find Whoreson? Find me first.
Any clue on Junior's whereabouts? Be grateful for any lead.
Siggy? It's worth a try. Geralt's got a knack for finding people. And he's discreet, a value in itself.
Leave you to it then.
I'll look in on you tomorrow, Francis. Finish our talk.
So how about we get dressed?
Sure. Then we'll talk. In private. Right mess that was. Never thought I'd be glad to see the man responsible for my taking frequent baths.
If you're any cleaner for it, gotta say it was worth breaking your ankle.
It healed poorly. Can you believe it? I must soak it in hot water at least 6 times a day now. Failing that, it bloody pounds like the bells of Beauclair at dawn.
Sorry to hear that.
You're sorry? Well, consider it resolved then. Now, mind showing some added compassion could mean a miraculous recovery to me.
Listen, Reuven. No, Dijkstra. Just not in the mood for your code names, passwords, and other bullshit. I'm here on specific business. If you want to listen, listen. If not, I'd rather you spared me your wit and threw me out now.
What's the harm? Talk.
Think Cleaver will find Whoreson?
He might not. But he'll burn down half the city trying. What waste. Leave him to it, I say. Work alone.
Any ideas?
Junior's got areas of the city where he's strong. Penetrate them, look around. But be discreet. None of this speed and fury and swinging your steel cock about.
Pretty clear you and Bedlam don't want a war with Junior. Why?
Let me tell you what I told King Vizimir time and time again. War doesn't solve any problems. It breeds trouble. Trouble you then have to solve by other means.
Doğrudur.
Make no mistake, someone's behind Whoreson's actions. I'll not end him until I know who.
Ulan o değil ya.
Let me make no.
Your partner's aware of your past? They know you're Sigismund Dijkstra, former head of Redanian intelligence?
Cleaver, Bedlam and Junior. Well, I'd call them my partners if we'd built a mill to grind flour for the folk of nearby hamlets. But we just need to stay out of each other's ways, agree from time to time. That doesn't make us partners.
Bu da doğru.
They know
Mantıklı.
who I am. Was. Bedlam, sure. The others most likely suspect. But we just don't talk about it. No need to.
Makes sense to ask around, I guess. Junior might be in hiding, but he's got to be collecting income. Couldn't afford to cut himself off.
Gambling. That's his big earner. Junior controls the largest casino in town. I'll never forget. Hierarch Hemmelfart raised all kinds of hallowed hell there once. Bugger bet lost his ruby ring. Then there's the arena in the city's bowels. Betting scheme generates near as much as the casino. They're always looking for hired muscle there. Suppose you could always search Whoreson's house, though I doubt you'll find him there. Maybe some clue, though.
Where's Junior's casino? Arena.
Now.
Men.
So.
Think.
Just go, witch. And if you can't find the slimy bastard, come and see me. I know it.
You in contact with Radovid?
See, you're as witty as ever. No, I'm not in contact with him. I prefer it remain that way.
Never quite forgave you for conspiring with Philippa Eilhart?
Radovid doesn't forgive. Not anything. Not anyone. And especially not the sorceress of the lodge.
Sen büyücü müsün?
Philippa Eilhart. Had any news?
Just good.
Meaning?
After Radovid popped her eyes out, she disappeared without a trace. If I've any luck, she's finally eating dirt.
Thought you two were close.
We were, until Philippa sent assassins after me.
From master spy to master criminal. Interesting progression.
Why? Truth be told, they're awfully similar. Both about maintaining a net of informers, being tough in negotiations, bribing officials, the occasional assassination. Same old shit.
Yeah, except you used to do that in the name of some ideal. And now?
Now I've decided I've slaved enough for ideals. It's time I worked for myself. And thus far, it's been going rather well.
Çok mantıklı konuştu ha.
Listen, Dandelion's missing. Any idea what might have happened to him?
Same thing that happens to anyone who steps on Junior's toes.
Meaning?
He's surrounded by splendid virgins who ply him with sparkling wine and pastries stuffed with nightingales' tongues. Come, Geralt, what do you think's happened to him? I reckon he's at the bottom of the Pontar, trussed up with the strings of his own mandolin.
Loot.
As far as I'm concerned, he might as well be rotting down there with a goddamn trombone.
You wouldn't happen to have a bone to pick with Dandelion, would you?
Of course I do.
You serious?
Dead serious. Dandelion published a sonnet recently. Second stanza, the shit uses paired couplets instead of an inserted rhyme. Surely you understand how deeply offended the poetry lover in me was. The bastard shan't get away with it.
I was being serious.
As am I when I say I have exactly no time to worry about your gigolo boyfriend. Got my own problems. Problems you might be able to help me with.
Bakarız.
And if you did, why then I might be inclined to ask after Dandelion, establish what happened to him.
I'll get paid on top of that, right?
Nothing for free, eh? Did you bargain this hard when Emma wanted to hire you?
Who told you?
What do you mean, who? Emma did.
Ha ha.
I could never reveal my sources to you or anyone else. It would be fucking unprofessional. But we've chatted enough. Yeah,
Bu
I'll pay
Breaking
you.
Bad'deki o
Count on it.
şişman
So,
siyahi adama
can I
benziyor yani.
count on you?
Maybe I can help. What do you need?
I'd rather show than tell. Picture's worth 1,000 words and all that tripe. Ah, and you do realize, if you say anything about what you see here to anyone, it'll mean a razor between your ribs.
Figured as much.
Excellent. One last request. Oh, let's call it what it is. A command. Don't draw your sword unless I ask you to.
Ben emir alacak adam mıyım lan ben? Teşekkürler hocam, hoş geldin. Oha, sisteme bak. Hani kasa açılacak sanırım, kafa açıldı bildiğin.
Be so kind as to follow me. Bart, stop that!
İlk oyunum değil de bunu ilk kez oynuyorum.
Bart, mad. Bart makes Ziggy lose, Jonathan.
Beating your head against the wall won't change that.
Bart hard. Bart less thinky. Bart less thinky. Bart sadness.
Where'd you get the troll?
From Zerrikania. Won him. Card game with a camel merchant.
Your jokes are getting better by the minute.
See me smiling? I'm dead serious.
Karpuyundan troll nasıl kazandın lan?
Horses. Hot there. Siggy Bart take. Good Siggy.
Don't seem to have trouble communicating with the troll. Why'd you bring me down here?
Take note of that hole. We'll come back to it later. And see that door? Vault behind it, until recently filled with Novigrad crowns and countless other valuables.
But God, Then boom! Chorfun go!
Translating into common, someone fucking made off with nearly 20 tons of my gold and all the lighter stuff. And you will help me get it back.
Evet ilk kez oynuyorum bunu.
Why don't you handle this? Gotta have connections in the
Eskiden bunu kaldıracak sistemim yoktu. Bir de aşırı övüyorlar oyunu, merak ettim bir bakayım diye.
See, I run a members-only savings club, a bank for the initiated. For reasons that should be obvious, I prefer it if my temporary liquidity problems remained private. So I need an outsider.
How do you know you can trust me?
I don't. Counting on your survival instinct. Slip up, and I'll kill you. Feed you to Bart.
But sorry. But job that good.
Fine.
Gösteririm şimdi. Kimya muhabbeti çok anladığım olaylar değil ama.
They strip us of emotion. I'd be jumping for joy otherwise.
Şu ara sahne bitsin göstereyim.
Ought to look around. But first some questions.
I'm all ears.
Anyone see what happened?
Other than Bart? No. And the vault's location is known only to the treasure's co-owners. Well, and the thieves.
What about upstairs? Anything unusual happen in the bathhouse the day of the break-in?
No. Happen swears it was calm as ever. The usual customers, no incidents. Bloody bucolic.
How much was it all worth? Got an approximate idea?
Why the fuck do you care? Figuring your finder's fee. Don't get your hopes up.
Know you too well for that. Just prefer to know what I'm looking for.
3 crates of Nilfgaardian florins, a chest of emeralds, rubies and topazes, silver candlesticks and platters. I could go on.
Shiny Chorfun. Oh, God.
Take it the thieves got in through the...
620 saat mi? 620 saat kadar 620 saat oynanacak bir oyun mu ya bu?
You're a regular fucking master sleuth.
Ben kaçıncı saatteyim bakayım. Neredeydi bunun şeyi? 13 saattir oynuyormuşum.
You want confirmed? The year, maybe? Bloody name of Redania's king?
Gerçi herkesin hayatını öyle derinden sarsan bir oyun var. Benim mesela Hearts of Iron. 1618 saat oynamışım onu.
No, but I am wondering, for instance, how that hole got there.
Oh no. Boom. Hole. Bad look won't go. Bad look no. Only sleep. Bad shoes. Head fall.
Boom. Can you elaborate?
Boom. Big. This like.
I'll elaborate. Explosion. Big enough to blow that fucking hole in the wall, separating the vault from the sewers.
Gotten pretty good at communicating with this troll.
Lots of prior experience. Worked with idiots my whole life.
Dota biraz daha şey online oyun olduğu için normal. Sürekli nasıl derler? Aynı oyun değil ya. Sürekli yeniliyor. O yüzden. Ama bu direkt hikayeli ya. Hikaye bittikten sonra ne yapacaksın ki hikaye bittikten sonra?
A bit of extra protection. Thieves found a way through it.
Bart, you see them?
Bart through hole. Want see boom. Got what? Breathe. Shroom. Sleep go.
now. Stiff upper lip.
Online oyun yani sevilecek bir şey değil aslında ya. Yani ara ara LoL oynuyoruz biz de ama oynarken hep şey diyorum. Yani sadece muhabbet için oynuyorum. Niye oynadığımızı anlamış değilim hala.
We knocked back some pops antidote and entered the sewers. Soon after, I returned alone.
What happened?
Lad started
Bu
belching something
bittikten sonra bir Red
horrendous.
Dead
I mean,
Redemption
burps
oynayacağım.
with so much mass the walls shook. Told him,
Tam benim
"Fonz,
kafamda bir
stop.
oyun.
You're in the presence of a count. Well, former count, but still. And then he puked up. Up came most of the antidote. Lost his protection. Tried to pull him out. Then I heard a bubbling. Something crawled out of the water. I value the lives of my men, I do. But I value my own even more. Dropped Fonz and ran like hell.
Mind describing this something that crawled out of the water?
No. Doesn't mean I can, though. Air in the sewer's thick with spores. Can hardly see a thing down there.
Must have noticed something. Was it...
No! Didn't notice a fucking thing. Didn't do a taxonomic field analysis either. I know it's an inconvenience to you, but I felt I should get the hell out of there as fast as I could.
Should look around the sewers.
Blade'i hiç izlemedim. Ama ben de şeyi izliyorum her
Have a
sene.
few vials left.
Ee,
Got the formula
yani
too.
izliyordum artık
Disgusting
izlemiyorum da.
swill, to be honest, but it'll save
Bu
your
Fight
life.
Club'ı,
Here.
V for Vendetta'yı, 300 Spartalı'yı.
Thanks.
You've
Bir de
no
her
to
canım
thank me
sıkıldığı
for,
zaman şey
literally.
izliyorum.
You're no good to me.
Arabalar var ya, Şimşek McQueen. Onu izliyorum ben.
Listen, I'll be upstairs if you need me. Sight of this empty vault's giving me an ulcer. Good luck to you.
Bu göstereyim. Buradan hiçbir şey almadım. Şuradan şu cam vereni aldım. Bir de bunu almışım. Yemek yiyince daha fazla şey yapan var ya. 5 Kasım'da izliyorsan aynı kafadayız. Yakınız yani. Şu hareketlerden de şu kandırmayı aldım. Bir de şunu aldım. Bu ateş atıyor ya. Görüntüsü güzel yani. Ama hangisine öncelik vermem gerektiğini bilmiyorum. Yani neyi alsam daha iyi olur? Hiçbir fikrim yok.
Dandelion, what the hell have you gotten yourself into? Edges curled out. Something inside blew it wide open. Wall too. Bathhouse drain pipes seem to converge here. Pipe's great. Explosion crumpled it like a piece of paper. And there's mortar on the bars.
Sence neye yönelmem lazım?
So it was in place at the time of the explosion. Blast tore it from the wall.
Bu şeyler neydi bunların adı? Şunlar da.
No traces of magic. This was no spell. It was a bomb. Bits of pipe clear over here. Why am I not finding pieces of it to blast? Shouldn't go any further without taking that antidote.
Panzehir nerede lan? Onları çok anlamadığım için kullanmıyorum. Mesela şu an şeyi bulamıyorum. Verdiği panzehir miydi neydi? Onu bulamıyorum şu an. Nereye gittiğine dair en ufak bir fikrim yok.
potions were vile. Drowners.
Fark ettim. Biraz geç oldu ama fark ettim. Bazen şey oluyor böyle tam savaşa girecekken birden kılıcı geri yerine koyuyor. Yumruklamaya başlıyorum adamları ondan sonra durduk yere. Böyle.
Getting close.
Bu oyunda şey var mı? Artı basma muhabbeti var mı? Bak şunlardan emin olamıyorum. Mesela bu diğerlerinin hani renkleri farklı ya. Sanki daha önemliymiş gibi geliyor bunlar ama emin de değilim. Ne?
Bottom of a container. Silver cylinder most likely. Runes etched in the bottom. It's warped, probably by the explosion. Bomb part. Must be. Smells like wyvern oil and caramel. That'd be it down here. Time to see Dijkstra.
Burada bir şey gösteriyor ama yok kimse. Bug mı oldu?
The thug Dijkstra hired.
Onlar büyük ihtimalle bir yerde geçemeyeceğim bir göreve geleceğim. Ondan sonra bakacağım. Şu anda böyle geçemediğim bir şey yok çok. Bir tek o kurt adam şeyinde bayağı takıldım. Kurt adam görevi vardı bir tane. Kadın ablasını mı ne öldürmüştü adamla birlikte, kurt adamla birlikte olabilmek için. O görevde bayağı bir takıldım. Onu da geçtim sonra. Normalde böyle seviyeli oyun sevmiyorum ben. Ama çok övülüyor diye bir şey yapayım dedim. Bakayım dedim. Küçük abdest yapıp geleceğim hemen. Bunda herhalde şey yok ama hani eski nesil RPG'lerdeki gibi artı basma muhabbeti yok herhalde. Eski nesil RPG derken çok eski nesil böyle. Bundan 10-12 sene önce oynadım. Metin 2 işte ne bileyim Night Online tarzı artı basma muhabbetleri yok herhalde. Vardır diye saklıyorum ben onları ama.
Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
Done. Examined every nook of the sewers near your vault.
Well, learn anything?
Nasıl oluyor?
Seems to me a bomb blew the wall open. Look.
Bottom of a silver cylinder, probably. Covered in runes. Interesting. Any idea what it contained?
Recognized some ingredients by their scent. Wyvern oil.
Teşekkürler takip için. Yaş 27. 28 olacağım bu sene sonunda. Senin kaç?
Sugar. Geralt, I'm in no mood for jests.
Nor am I. Just saying what I found. Bomb contained sugar.
Let's think. Sugar would react violently with sulfuric acid, but not so violently to cause an explosion.
Didn't know you were versed in alchemy.
Dabbled in it a bit while at Oxenford Academy. But this is no time to reminisce. You're to find my treasure, not write my biography.
Oh.
Know anything else about this bomb? Anything at all?
Drain pipes are only promising lead. We just need to know which pool it's connected to.
Yes. Hammond keeps a record of guests. Should be able to tell us who used that pool the day of the break-in. You've not done badly.
Feel honored to be acknowledged.
Oh, that famous sarcasm.
Oyun muhabbetlerinde bizim yaş yani yakınız diye söylüyorum. Biraz daha garip karşılanıyor ya bizim oyun oynamamız. Mesela bir tane abim var. O da 37 yaşında galiba. Şimdi çocuğu var 3 yaşında. Beraber gidip PlayStation oyunu alıyoruz. Ondan sonra o abi ben bitirdim diye götürüyorum bir hafta sonra. O şey diyor, ben daha 1 saat falan oynayabildim diyor. Oyunu çok seviyor ama bir türlü vakit olmuyor çocuktan sonra özellikle. Ne yapacağım ki ben bunu? Bakamıyorum burada. Yakacağım mı? Yok. Buna bir şey mi yapmam lazım, anlamadım ki. He. Lan şurada şey varmış, şişe varmış.
Silver lid. Matches the cylinder bottom I found in the sewer. Dijkstra, come here.
Onda şey, demirci gibi bir şey vardı. Oradan artı basıyordum. Çok yani daha basitti.
Yeah, bomb part.
Happen. Drain pool 4 and bring me the guest book. Chop chop.
Bir tane arkadaşım o oyun yüzünden okulu bırakmıştı.
By the way, what about Happen? Could have overheard you mention the vault. Has access to the bathhouse whenever he wants.
Happen has numerous flaws. He's pompous.
Şey
Be a
diyordu.
real prick sometimes, ironic as that may sound.
Sene
But his
kaç?
loyalty is beyond question.
Sene 2005, 2004 öyle bir şey.
Witches know their monsters. Spies know
O
their
Night Online'ın deli gibi oynandığı zaman. Çar kasıp satıyordu. Ben zaten para kazanabiliyorum, okulu ne yapacağım deyip okulu bırakmıştı. Daha kaç yaşındaydı? 10 yaşlarında mıydı? 10'lu yaşlarda bir şeydik galiba.
Grate's been removed from the drain, meaning they flushed the bomb down here.
Deli gibi para kazanıyordu ama o zaman.
Who used this pool the day of the break-in?
Let me see. Bertolt Heinz, town councilman, Josef Schweik, brewer, and Margrave Henkel.
Henkel? That's impossible.
Ya olur.
Why?
Old coat's been eating dirt since last winter.
O muhabbetlere biraz daha farklı bakıyoruz çünkü.
I've not heard.
Not surprising. The Honourable Margrave croaked in a brothel, decked
Yani
out in
eskisi
leather
gibi değil.
lingerie, so the family held a hush-hush funeral.
Benim de arkadaşlarımdan bazıları o durumlara gitti yani.
I'm certain of it. Did you speak to him? Get a good look at him?
No. You merely passed by on the way in.
So you didn't see Henkel. You saw an impersonator. Think for once. They scooped out your balls, not your brain. And you, Geralt, start looking into this.
Gotta ask me nicely. I'm not one of your delivery boys.
Pardon my tone. I've grown accustomed to ordering folk around and barking as I do it.
Fine. Where should I start?
Henkel's home. Derelict townhouse south of the main square. You might happen on some trace of this scoundrel we're looking for there. Well, off with you!
Ya bende de birazcık oyunun beni zorlaması lazım. Ama çok zorlamayacak. Yani kafa dağıtmalık. Stres atacağım. Mesela bu Dark Souls gibi oyunlar oluyor ya. Yeni nesil herkesin deli gibi oynadığı. Bir tanesine baktım, yok abi ya. Oyun oynarken stres yapıyorum. Ben oyun oynarken stres yapmak istemiyorum. Zaten her yanımız stres. Biraz daha böyle kafa dağıtacağım. Bazen pataküte vuracağım. Bizim böyle yeni oyuncu olan tayfanın, yani yeni oyuncu olan tayfa değil de oyunculuktan evliliğe geçen tayfanın şey muhabbeti var. O kod muhabbetleri de var. Çok güzel. Ben de o PHP üzerinden birazcık uğraşıyordum. Bir ara da kendi oyunumu yapmaya çalıştım ama oyun yapmak biraz beni aşıyormuş. Yani o dönem denemiştim. Bizim böyle eskiden oyuncu olup şimdi evlilik çağında olan insanların genelinde şöyle bir sıkıntı oluyor. Ee, Nasıl diyeyim? Evlilikten beklentimiz karşı cinste eğer gamer değilse pek uyuşmuyor.
What a dump. Looks more like a beggar's hovel than a Margrave's townhouse.
Biz biraz daha şey kafasında yaşıyoruz böyle. Çayımız olsun, yemeğimiz olsun, oyun oynayalım kafasındayız biraz da. O yüzden çok sıkıntıya düşüyor. Ortak nokta bulamıyor insanlar yani.
A letter and a bottle. The wine from your birth year. It's absolutely excellent. Startling bouquet. You absolutely must try it. But afterwards, please place the bottle back where you found it. Your birth year. Could be dandelions or serisi.
Ya benim çok merakım var aslında bu tarz kodlama işlerine ama
12:45 to 12:54.
sabrım yok diyebilirim ya da yeteneğim yok da diyebilirim.
Satisfying click. In the next room over, I think.
Mesela bir tane program var ya, bu makro müzik diye. Dinlediğim müziğe göre birileriyle eşleştiriyor seni falan filan. O uygulama çıkmadan önce ben arkadaşlarla toplu bir şekilde, yani 3 arkadaş 3 kafadar yapalım bu iş tutar diye çok konuştuk. Ama onlar işte telif hakları odur budur falan filan diye, yani bunlardan sıkıntı yaşarız diye yanaşmadılar. Şimdi deli gibi para kazanıyorlar ondan. Hala kazanıyorlar mı bilmiyorum da bir ara arkadaş bana attı uygulamayı, dedi ki bunu hatırlıyor musun? Yani bu muhabbeti hatırlıyor musun dedi. Bir baktım bizim uygulama. Yazarlık yani bu, ben oyun yazarlığı sandım da şey muhabbetin diyorsun, normal kitap tarzı.
Yes, Dandelion. You must flee. Footsteps. Not good.
Yazarlığa da merakım vardı. Eskiden forumlarda paylaşıyordum. Yazdığım şeyleri çok da beğeniliyordu. Sonra bilgisayarım bozuldu böyle. 3 tane kitap sayılabilecek bir ufak yazı denemem olmuştu. Yazma denemem olmuştu yani. Ondan sonra bilgisayar bozulunca onlar gitti. Ben de bir daha yazmadım.
Certainly not with Triss.
I decided we could use someone who knows a bit of magic. The runes on the bomb, I'm absolutely dying to know what they mean.
You dying to know too, Triss?
No, just here for the coin.
Ah, Marigold playing the cynical materialist. I love it. In truth, her ideals brought Triss here. She needs gold to save her colleagues. When I recover my treasure, I'll be in a position to help her.
Ne üzerine yazıyorsun?
Speaking of which,
Yani yazdığın şeyler ne üzerine? Yok, yedek almadım ya ben. O zaman biraz daha acemiydim diyelim.
Have you found out who fucking nicked my gold?
Hang on. Gotta tell me why you're here first. We agreed. If I learned anything, I'd take it to you.
So we did. But I was concerned about you. Stopped by to see if everything was all right.
Thanks. You can breathe easy now. In the future, though, remember this. I can look after myself.
Fine.
O dönem biraz daha kafasındaydım yani. Bilgisayara bir şey oldu, format atayım düzelir.
Really feel privileged to witness your battle of wits. But try to remember, unlike you, I put my life at risk every time I venture out into the streets. Did the same just coming here. So I beg you, can we get to the point?
Bothered Triss for nothing. No point examining the bomb.
Because?
Because I already know who nabbed your treasure. Commander of the Temple Guard, Caleb Menge.
Well, Marigold. Your coins.
Ben de öyle yapıyordum. Mesela 16-17 yaş saçmalıydı benim biraz daha. Seninki gibi profesyonel değildir de. Şey falan diyordum mesela. Eski dönemde kılıç, işte ok bilmem ne tarzı şeylerle 3 kafada kendi hikayemizi yazıyorduk.
Henkel told me. Old man's alive and well. Faked his own death to escape his creditors.
Strange. I had no idea he was in debt.
He was. And Menge promised to take care of things in exchange for help with the heist. So...
Geralt, how can I put this delicately?
Ondan sonra şey muhabbeti oldu. Askerde de mesela 2 arkadaştık. Şiir yazmaya falan çalışıyorduk o zaman da. Suriye sınırında yaptım ben askerliği.
Bollocks.
Zaman geçirecek bir şeyler lazım.
Know you well enough to know what matters. Results. So I lied. Still say I can lead you to your treasure.
Forgive me, Geralt, but after what you just pulled, I'd sooner believe a whore who proclaimed her undying love.
Would you believe a sorceress who stands to gain if you get your coin back?
Perhaps. I'd still prefer the whore, though. You're hiding something, and that's one thing I can't stand, even more than Nilfgaard. But ultimately, this is a business deal, not a marriage. Besides, there must be some truth in all those lies. You're too dense to make it all up on your own. Menge has been spending heaps of coin lately, though to my knowledge he shouldn't have a copper to his name.
So, what now?
From what I've heard, Menge spends his nights at the docks, witch hunters' quarters. Maybe pay him a visit. Ask where he's holding my gold for me.
Bir yerde paylaşıyor musun yazılarını? Ben merak ettim. Yani blog gibi bir şeyin var mı? Okumak isterim eğer varsa.
So we do your dirty work while you sit around twiddling your thumbs.
Darling, when I'm able to make use of someone, I always do. It's convenient.
And safe. Come on, admit you're scared of Menga.
Of course I'm scared. Bloody dangerous horse, son. Triss would concur, I think.
Not in those words. But I do agree with the statement overall.
Doubt
Paylaştığım bir yer yok galiba.
admit anything willingly.
As do I. Lucky I hired a witcher and a
Yani
sorceress who've
Instagram
been through so
sayfası
much
olur,
together
Facebook
to get this
sayfası olur
done.
ya da ne bileyim.
What's our past got to do with it?
A great deal. Lovers
Forumlarda
will jump into the
paylaşıyorsundur
abyss
belki.
for one another. Suits my needs perfectly. Namely, it greatly increases your chances of getting out of the hunter's barracks alive with my treasure.
In other words, you're using us.
Using you? Never. Merely making the most of your mutual bond. Well, lovebirds, I really must be going. Good luck.
Thought you'd correct him. Say that we, you know.
Dijkstra doesn't need to know about my love life.
Wise. I'd never choose his shoulder to cry on either. But we've strayed from our...
Peki bir tarih var mı? Yani merak ettim kitap için. Bir çalışma var belli ki ama hani çıkartma tarihi gibi bir şey var mı?
Gotta tell you something. Dijkstra's gold, it's the last thing I care about.
Thought as much. This is about Siri, isn't it?
Menga's got Dandelion locked up somewhere, and Dandelion saw Ciri.
That changes everything. Listen, meet me at midnight by the Chapel of the Eternal Fire, east of the harbor. We'll figure out a way to get into the Hunter's barracks together.
All right, see you then, and thanks.
Oh,
Just how far south?
I praise you with all my heart.
Seviyemiz yetiyor mudur? O değil. Bu. Yaparız gibi sanki. Gece yarısında. Oo. Güzel. Etkiledi. Yani sürükleyici duruyor. Okunur. Merak ettirdi yani. Kitap çıkarsa eğer yani gece yarısı diye öğleye geçmiş. Çıkarsa eğer haber verirsen ben almak isterim kitabı.
Glad you're here. Listen, took a look at the building and it does not look good.
Mina could use a bit of paint and spackle.
I mean, it's a damned fortress. High walls, guards at the gate, armed men everywhere. We could never sneak in, and fighting our way in won't work. Menga would have had plenty of time to escape.
What do you suggest?
Take these shackles. Put them on me.
Mind explaining what this is all about?
Think. bring the hunters the vile Triss Marigold, they won't just open the gate for you. They're likely to let you present her to Menga personally.
No way. Too risky.
Dandelion's life's on the line.
Umarım.
Series 2. No such thing as too risky.
Memnun oldum yani seni tanıdığıma.
Triss, think about it. Really want to walk into the lion's den of your own free will and in chains?
Yaşadığımız düzende çok
No, can't allow it.
nasıl
Nice of
desem
you to worry, but I've made my
şair
decision,
ruhlu insanların
and I
çok
won't
fazla
change it.
dikkate alındığı bir ortamda değiliz çünkü.
Fine.
Ya
Let's
da
say
ne
they
bileyim
take the
bununla
bait.
yaşamlarını devam ettirebilecekleri bir para
We go
kazanmıyor
in,
insanlar.
put a sword to Menga's throat and ask him where Dandelion is?
Might not work. Menga's scum, but you have to admit, death doesn't scare him.
Always found that annoying in fanatics. So we gotta
Bu
trick him
benim
into
yayın
talking.
işi gibi
Any
birazcık
ideas?
uçuk hayaller,
Maybe
tutkular
tell
falan
him you
filanlar
have
yani.
information about the lodge, or about Philippa. Even better, he hates her most of all. You'll think of something.
What about the treasure?
If we learn anything, great. If not,
Thought you need coin from Dijkstra to help the other mages.
true, I do. Lots of ways to get gold, though. It's just not the most important thing now.
Wait. I want to thank you.
Come on. Anyone would do this.
No, not anyone.
Stop. It doesn't befit a sorceress to blush.
Ufaktan bir şey de var böyle sanki. Toplum eleştirisi.
Still got
İnceden.
a bad feeling about this. But tough. Let's go.
Üzmeden dokundurma.
Geralt, remember, I
Hoşuma
can
gitti
take
yani.
care of myself.
What are you talking about?
The hunters. They won't treat me like a lady, but I'll survive. Might hurt a bit, but... Ciri, she's what matters. Do what you need to do. No matter what happens.
Can't promise that.
I'm still asking you to, all right?
All right.
What do you want?
Here for my reward.
What the hell for?
For a witch. Recognize who I got? It's Triss Marigold.
Marigold? Come in then.
Well, well. Triss Marigold. Giving up drowners for sorceresses?
Pays better.
It's 'cause they do more harm. What's a drowner do? Pull the odd fisherman from his boat, but the witches, they murder kings, scheme, start wars.
Don't forget turning your cow's milk sour straight out of the udder.
You're done jesting, Marigold. For good. Put her in a cell.
Not so fast. I hand her over to Menga himself, or not at all.
You reckon we don't know what to do with this witch?
Let go, you bastard!
Vulgar tongue's got no place being in such a pretty mouth. I guess we'll have to rip it out.
Try to loosen it if I were you. Might learn something interesting.
For instance?
For instance, where Philippa Eilhart's hiding.
I'll get you for this, you...
Shut your gob, ginger whore, and you spit it out. Where's Eilhart?
Thought I made myself clear. I'll only talk to Menga.
Manga don't talk to the likes of you.
Well, then you be sure to tell him I came by with my friend Marigold.
Fine, grab her and come with me. But be sure to stay right close.
You can learn a great deal when you're drinking a pair of pincers or wine hot.
Here's where we split up. Go see Menga. Marigold will be next door.
You can't have her until I get...
You don't set the terms here. Dirk, you know what to do.
You won't get a word out of me. Not you, not him.
Oh, play it tough, eh? Just you wait. We'll take a fingernail or three. That ought to get you singing.
Ne yapmak lazım ki burada?
All right, had enough of this charade.
What are you on about?
Watch and learn.
The eternal fire will turn you to ash. Spread out!
Ay öldüm. Oh. Bir saniye arkadaşlar.
How long you gonna make me wait?
Dur.
The eternal fire will turn you to ash. Spread out! Degenerate! Fire will turn you to ash. Spread out! I invite you to try that.
You should have run.
Buradan.
Eternal fire will turn you to ash. Only a witcher!
Come on!
Bunlar patlayacak mı?
Spread out! Dead man!
Oo.
I think that's all of them. That was close. I must say, trickery and deceit, not your strong suits.
True. I prefer straightforward solutions.
Yeah. Fight first, ask questions later. We should search the office. Maybe we can find some documents mentioning Dandelion. I'll search his body. You search the room. I'd start with the desk.
Find anything?
Just his office key in his pockets. Here. Nothing under his belt. Wait, something sewn in the line?
Hiç sıkıntı yok hocam. Yani. Benim de biraz uykum geldi açıkçası. Bir iki görev daha yapıp kapatırım ben de. Ama teşekkür ederim bilgi için.
What is it?
The key to a vault. Here, give it to Dijkstra with my regards.
I found a letter to Menge from someone important. A spy, I think.
A spy?
Take a look.
Drop boxes, secret signals. Yeah, strong stench of spycraft here. This agent could know more about Dandelion.
Bet he does. Letter explains how to signal for a meeting. No mention of where it would take place.
Maybe Dijkstra can help. He knows everything.
Everything? Slight exaggeration.
I'm not so sure.
Bir iki tane şey
Key to a vault, no address.
kılıca bir şeyler
I
yerleştirdim
doubt
ama
this'll make Dijkstra smile.
Well, might keep him from setting his thugs on us. Breaking our legs for failing to fulfill our part of the bargain.
ara sahne bitsin onu da göstereyim.
Of something strong, I hope.
All right. Nothing left for us here. Let's go.
Be glad to. Just not by way of the main gate.
Şu. Bu. Rün taşı. Onlara da şuradan bakıyoruz değil mi? Neyin neye karşı zayıf olduğunu. Herhalde bu iğni çok bir işe yaramıyor. Ben ateş yakar iyi olur falan gibi yapıştım buna ama. Niye çıkamıyorum ben hiçbir yerden? Ya. Bunun ne olduğunu bile bilmiyorum da
This is
oralara
where we split
gelmedim.
up. But first, let's burn this shack down.
Agreed. We've left too much evidence.
Yeah, but I also need to blow off some steam. Listen, there's one other thing I wanted to talk about. But not here, and definitely not now. Come by later when you have a moment. I'd appreciate it.
Olur olur.
All right. We need to get out of here.
Ne yapıyorsun lan?
Thanks for your help, Geralt.
Don't mention it.
Önce çıksaydık ya. Çıkış yolunu bulmadan yaktık biz burayı.
That should do it. I'm going. You should too.
Not about to use the teleport, though. See you, Triss.
Kullansaydık ya. Çıkamıyorum ya.
You there, Mr. Reuben wants a word.
Reuben kimdi ya?
Impatient old bastard.
What?
Nothing. Be there soon.
Who do I spy? Why, it's Geralt of Rivia.
Will you stop following me already?
I will, soon as you tell me where my treasure is.
Me and Menge didn't see eye to eye.
How badly?
Badly.
I suppose that explains the smoke. My treasure's not in there, is it? Burning with the witch hunters.
Didn't see it anywhere, and 20 tons of gold is hard to miss.
You mean to say you've come to me empty-handed?
First off, you came to me. Second, I do have something in my hand. The key to a vault, found it on Menge.
A vault that I need to find on my own? You've not made things much easier for me. Give me that.
Bırakmadın ki ya.
Waste of wood. Enough for 7 winters.
Spare me. I want my reward.
Geralt, do all you witches have such nerve?
What do you mean?
You lied to me. Again.
What?
You knew from the start who robbed me, but you didn't deign to share that information with me.
Bilmiyordum ki, Menge değil miydi? Ben yanlış bir şey mi yaptım? Asılan adam Zehri. Ona da daha gelmedi.
No, I didn't. But I did deign to help you find your treasure, so stop moaning.
I jest you not, Geralt. You abused my trust.
I can live with that.
This time, yes, you'll live. And now, time to settle things.
Kimdi ki, ben bilmiyordum ki.
Quite the contrary. You helped me, Witcher. So in spite of everything, you've earned your reward. I take it you've still no idea what happened to Dandelion.
None. Found someone who might know, though. A spy, I guess. Signs his name, Yamerlak. Found a letter of his. Just one problem. It only details how to arrange a meeting with him. Makes no mention of where.
A ruined house in Far Corners. Give the signal, and he'll show up there the same day, just before midnight.
Thanks for your help.
No need to thank me. Just paying off a debt. I always do, you know.
Ya yalan söylemedim ki ya bu
And
adama.
the final humble plea. Don't try to fool me again. Ever.
Söyledin mi buna yalan?
Got a
Söylemedim.
minute?
I do.
Time was on my way.
Got things to do, miss.
Allah Allah.
Shit.
Rahat bırakın lan milleti. Alçaklar. Ha, benimle alakası yok. Ben de diyorum ki yalan söylemedim ben bu adama, niye böyle şeyler oluyor? Adam az önce osurup güldü mü? Allah'ım yarabbim. Bir meditasyon yapayım bir saatliğine de canım fullensin.
Brained, all of them.
Oh!
So, how do you go with this evening?
Eternal fire, Father of all, hear my prayer, grant my plea, bring my husband.
It's never too late to see the light.
Ooh!
Trouble? Must be the drop box. Gave the signal. Spies should show up in Far Corners before midnight.
Leaves me of doubt, of anguish, of fear.
Remember, dear believers, your tithe to the church.
Help! Save me! I'm dying! Fine mess you made. Back there.
What village are you from?
Willows. It's into my area 2 days ago.
İyi sabahlar, Allah rahatlık versin.
Deliver us from evil.
What do you seek, pain giver?
prowls the city, but you're not scared, are you?
Watch it, Tran. No regrets, not your stomping yours.
Greetings, Governor. Be a butcher went on big.
Now just to hide and wait. Behind the door. Best place to hide. Classic. Triss? How'd you know to... Ah, Dijkstra, huh?
None other. I couldn't resist. Really want to see this through to the end.
Perfect place for a tryst. With Triss.
Mm-hmm. Ceilings collapsed, mold on the walls, mouse droppings in the corner. Lips almost pucker on their own.
Shh. He's coming. Hide.
Yakalandınız beyefendi.
Menge. Indisposed. Very indisposed.
I don't know who you are, but you're in deep. Shit right up to your nostrils.
You're in deeper, I assure you. But answer our questions and we'll help you get out.
The answer to each question will be the same. Sod off.
That's no way to talk to a lady.
To a lady, I never. But to a witch.
You can. Wouldn't recommend it, though.
Oh.
Had enough?
Fuck off. I can take this.
Of course you can. But I'm just getting started. You must be thinking, this can't possibly hurt any worse. Oh, it can.
Enough!
So, gonna talk?
Yes! Yes! Just tell me what the fuck about!
Böyle şey mi olur ya?
Where'd Menge hide Siggy Reuven's treasure?
I haven't a clue.
You realize one word and you'll howl with pain again.
Yeah, and yet I still say I don't know a thing. Does that make you think?
Think he's telling the truth?
Ugh, looks like it.
Pure curiosity. Who do you work for?
I won't say. No way.
Sure about that?
Radovid. I work for Radovid.
Radovid kim ya?
Radovid. What did he hope to gain by helping Menge?
He seeks to clear the field before he arrives.
Makes sense. Easier to take a city whose mages are gone.
Bastard. He'll pay for this.
We're looking for Dandelion. We know Menge captured him.
Right. That's what this is all about. A fucking minstrel. You might have said so from the start. Before you bloody started mucking my mind with magic. I can't believe it. For a miserable sap like that.
Get to the point.
Dandelion is on Temple Isle. In the dungeon beneath the shrine. Menger's planning to execute him in Oxenfurt. Positively spectacular.
Afraid you'll have to call off the show.
How can we free Dandelion?
Those who leave Temple Isle do so only on Menger's orders. Issued in person.
Damn it.
We'll find a way. I have an idea. Tell you later.
Biraz daha kalsın. Tamam, yeter.
Enough. We've learned everything we wanted to.
Glad to hear it. Can I assume we can put this unfortunate incident behind us and...
Not so fast. Geralt.
I know. He's seen too much.
Why? I told you. I'll never...
Either he dies, or I wipe his mind.
As good as lit the pyres with Menga in the square. He deserves to die.
But I helped
Hafıza yerine gelir.
Farron and Gal.
İşkenceyle çalıştığı adamı satan bizi de satar.
How do you feel?
Base. Cruel. Vile. I could go on. But I need to get out of here. Now. Go home. Bathe. Then drink myself to oblivion.
Walk you home?
Not today, Geralt. Not today. But there is one other thing I wanted to talk about. So, mind coming by later? Menga's dead, true, but that hardly marks the end of my troubles.
Uğrarım, olur.
Said you had an idea about freeing Dandelion.
Yes. We know he's on the island, and he'll stay there until Menga orders him transferred to Oxenfurt, right?
Mm-hmm. Problem is, Menga's dead. So...
No one else knows that. He could have escaped the fire. He could reappear. Him or someone very, very similar.
A Doppler?
Mm-hmm. Your old friend Dudu Biberveld impersonated the halfling merchant. Dandelion claimed he seemed more real than the original. So much so, Vivaldi gave him a loan of several thousand crowns without batting an eye.
Yeah, except Dudu's in hiding right now. Priscilla might know something, though.
Fingers crossed.
Hadi hayırlısı. Güzel çeviri. Beğendim. Lelele dedi.
Winds howling.
Bunu niye ikide bir söylüyor? Bir amacı mı var? Bir anlamı mı var bu rüzgarın sert esiyor falan filan muhabbetin acaba? Onun için bug'dı lan, öyle kaldı adam. Yani var ya. Ben sürerken sudan kaçan ata bak. Uçarak geldi sudan. Yahu.
I've had enough of living. I've buried my whole family. Black One's killed me son, lost me wife to dysentery.
Koş koş koş koş. Şunlarla şey yapabiliyor muyduk? Nerede o? Şuna bir de buna. Tertemiz.
smells of cold.
It's everywhere. I see it all around.
Kim kaldı lan o?
Back again, Rivian trap.
Geralt!
Tell me, you and Dandelion, how'd you meet?
At a poetry tourney in Ellender. Naturally, I'd already heard much about Master Dandelion. And it proved true. At first, I thought him a bloated, narcissistic buffoon.
Just at first.
Well, only cows don't change their minds. I changed mine when he came to congratulate me. Never expected he could lose so graciously. Dandelion can be irritating, I shan't deny it. Yet, I also know he can be fair and noble at times.
Allah Allah, ben hiç denk gelmedim.
I very much doubt I could bear to have him around were it not so.
I see. I get it. Dandelion. I know where he is.
Where?
Dungeons on Temple Isle.
That's not a nice jest.
No jest, sadly. But don't worry, we'll pull him out. Triss has an idea. All we gotta do is find Dudu.
So you must find Dudu in order to find Dandelion, with the aim of ultimately finding Ciri? Sounds like an awful lot of searching, but I do wish you luck.
Don't have a choice. I gotta meet Horson Jr. He might know something. Take care now.
It's clear as the eternal fire.
Kaç. Şimdi şunları yapalım. Valla. Seviye almamız lazım gibi duruyor.
Do you seek to get me drunk?
Watch it. If I was seeking
dare
to
you?
get you drunk, ma'am, we would not be drinking. I believe I shall stop coming.
Why? Even with the ball on, they still manage.
Wonderful.
He's got swords in his back and never picks his teeth with an axe. Barbarians.
Koş Geralt, koş koş.
Turned all the easy to find witches already. I could use a quickie.
And have I hired the Witcher as my debt collector?
Got to make sure the prick
All roads lead to
not
Manhattan.
here. I'd shite.
Was the
Cleaver wants the
dwarves who
stronghold
caught
searched, so
Snow
I'm searching.
White's Cherry. Fuck, sure, blame that on us too.
Dwarves were thorough as debt collectors. Didn't leave a scrap. Nothing interesting here.
Bu neymiş?
Place has been scrubbed clean.
Nice razors you got there. And have I hired the Witcher as my debt collector?
Bey zahmet olmazsa gelir misiniz yavrum?
I serve the eternal fire.
İyi yapıyorsun, iyi yapıyorsun. Aferin sana.
Got a foolproof method for exercising witches.
Oh.
Look awful
awfully suspicious to me, tramp.
So, what's it gonna be?
Aa. Kaç level istiyor bu? Şu. Gelmişken şunu yapalım.
Greetings. You here for a specific reason?
Got a meeting with Rosa, a fencing lesson.
Geralt of Rivia, yes? Miss Rosa stepped out for a walk near Temple Bridge, she said. She asked that you join her.
Guess it's gonna be an interesting lesson. Thanks.
Pek ders gibi bir şey olmayacak gibi sanki. Biraz lelele olacak gibi. Koy, atla. Atla. Hadi yapabilirsin. Ha. Aferin sana.
There must be order.
Atla. Atla lan. Lelele. Neydi yani, sebep neydi?
Come on.
Lelele.
Think I pissed me trousers.
Oh, them Orson's men raided the putrid road.
Must have pissed trusted a woman.
Domuzları şey yapabiliyor mu? Sevebiliyor musun? Sevemiyoruz.
Give me right hand for her.
Kediyi sevebiliyorum. Onu da sevemiyoruz. Onu da sevmiyoruz.
Right hand no more. That's what. Shoot me calls.
Hadi sen niye hep bug'a giriyorsun yavrum?
Go.
Geralt, over here!
Nordling?
Nilfgaardian regiment always accompany you on your walks?
Always. Papa's orders. It's for your protection, Rosa dear. People here hate us. Why? What have I done to them? But enough about that. Soldier, you may leave.
But His Excellency Ambassador Var Atra said that...
And this excellency is telling you otherwise. Do you not recognize him? This is Geralt of Rivia, the best swordsman the North has ever seen. I'm safe with him. Now march off, quickly. Left, right, left, right. Finally. Let's go, Geralt. I've something I wish to show you.
You're using me. Don't like it one bit.
And I don't like lacy frills and Redanian novels, but you don't hear me complaining. Now follow me.
Edelim bakalım. Dominant bir ablamız var şu an ama hayırlısı olsun. O manzara ne güzel ya.
Here. You see, I thought that instead of training in a dank old cellar, we'd move around in the open air. A duel on a bridge, like in the novels. Now draw your sword.
Çekeyim
Only
oradan.
got my steel and silver swords. We should be fighting with practice weapons.
We should, But you of all people ought to know, there's much more fun in doing things you shouldn't.
Listen, I'd really rather not hurt you.
Stop patronizing me, or you'll be the one to get hurt. Now on guard.
What? Lost your nerve?
Hey maşallah.
Ow! Ow! Stop! I yield!
You all right?
Yes. The only thing you've really hurt is my pride.
By the way, how'd you get interested in fencing?
I was bored. I've no friends here. Papa keeps me on a short lead. It's banquet after banquet after banquet.
Zengin dertleri.
Best banquets.
Boring conversations, terrible food, and weak booze.
Exactly. At least with a sword in hand, I can have some fun. You know, blow off steam.
Anladım anladım.
All right, what's next?
We should return. Just forgive me, Geralt. I know this might sound awkward, but would you mind turning around for a moment? My corset's shifted. It's pinching me terribly.
Hiç
I can
güvenmiyorum ama
understand a woman wanting to look pretty, but fighting in a corset, it slows you. Rosa?
ne oldu lan?
Shit, she ran off. Anything happens to her, Varatra will kill me. Need to find her.
Ya arkadaş.
Can't be far.
Beni niye uyarıyorsun?
Seven Cats is this way. Great. Girl just wants to have fun.
Far from home, aren't you, sweetie? And there's no telling if you'll ever get back.
She's
Allah
Ambassador
Allah.
Varatra's daughter. She's got diplomatic immunity.
I don't really understand the shite you're saying. Now it's clear you love your black ones.
It's no surprise, Lucas. Witches are drawn to monsters, just the way things are. But this beastie, we'll tend to her ourselves.
Yavrum.
I believe you've offended the young lady. Now apologize as nicely as you can.
Forgive me, milady. I am sorry.
Your turn. Be nice like your friend. Bow low, and go be a patriot somewhere else.
Lucas and Kobe. I shall remember those names. And when the Emperor takes Novigrad, I will find them and have them pay.
Easy. Didn't hurt you in the end.
They raised their hand against me. That's enough to have that hand lopped off.
Hey maşallah.
And you wonder why the locals hate Nilfgaard.
I thought you were different from other Nordlings. That you understand us, our sense of justice. I see I was
Ulan
wrong.
adalet mi bu
You should go
diyeceğim?
home now. And take the shortest, not the scenic route.
Biraz da adalet aslında.
I
Arada
understand.
kaldım.
Farewell, Geralt. And good luck on the path.
Sana da
Go your way, I'll go mine.
Wanted. Cradle, used but unworn. Need a bow to accompany me to a friend's wedding. Willing to trade a leaky pot for a cart? Writes these notices. Need a witcher?
Any bloke willing to kill a monster, a witcher would do.
Monster? What kind?
Big, bad, ugly, squatching the sewers. If you're interested, drop by the Garren estate. Ask for Olgierd von Everek. He's the one ordered this posted. It's everywhere. I see it all around.
Şunları da alalım.
My mum says I'll turn into a striga. I don't eat my dinner.
Lele. Kedi mi çıkarıyor lan o sesi? Ben de diyorum niye ikide bir ses geliyor öyle garip. At niye gelmiyor? At niye gelmiyor lan? Allah Allah.
No lollygagging.
Burada da çağıramıyor.
Enough to feed the tykes. I trusted a woman once.
Nice reasons you got there.
Give me my hand.
Got a problem.
Ah.
Don't go off your right hand now.
Allah Allah. Tefeci mi?
Greetings. What have you got?
What makes you think I need...
Tain't a man that don't from time to time.
Just so happens I'm...
Then maybe you'd like a look at...
Been a loan shark long?
Aye. Sit...
So you helped your dad?
Nah. Me own...
A fine kettle of fish.
This is no place for the likes of you.
Ne diyorsun lan?
Why are you even here?
Same reason anyone comes here. Play a bit, have a good time.
Invite only, mate. Shit out of luck.
I think you're about to let me in.
By all means, please.
And you, wish me luck.
Luck be with you at the tables.
Eyvallah, eyvallah.
Strange bird.
One more time.
Who's that?
I'll read it all.
I'm here each day and
No coin left.
Leave me be.
I'll read you my house.
Another word out
All
of you and
right.
I'll take you upstairs.
No.
Cards lining up today?
A mutant? What the hell's a witcher doing here? See any drowned dead? Or other shitsuds around here?
Not hunting shitsards tonight. Looking for the owner of this establishment.
Oh, someone asked after him yesterday.
Who?
You know, I don't know. They crushed his head before I could get a good look. Man's swimming with the fishes now. Corson's always been touchy. But this is going too far.
Really gotta talk to the owner. Know where I can find him?
I don't know squat. Wait a moment. Gentlemen, this here rogue wishes to speak to the owner. Any of you know where Junior is?
Too late to surrender.
Die, fool!
Lan bir durun, bir durun lan, bir durun lan. Hı.
Shut up and fight. Beat you half to death. Should look around. Hey, can you hear me? You alive?
Don't finish me.
Don't intend to.
Who the hell are you?
Lili,
Heard screaming
Lili,
downstairs.
Lili, Lili.
It's all right now.
Will you help me?
What's your name?
Rico. Rico Mayersdorf.
Why are you here?
What's it look like? Came here to sit and think. God. All right. Clever and tough's not working for me. They took me for one of Bedlam's moles.
Are you?
Well, kinda. Yeah.
So what have you kinda learned?
Horson's working hand in glove with the Redanians. I don't know the details, but he's on their side. And that's all I know.
Take care of yourself.
Thanks. I'll lay low until things settle down. Bedlam will learn you helped me. See him. He's sure to reward you.
Wonder if Dijkstra knows Junior's made a deal with the Redanians.
Bir meditasyon yapalım şurada. Canımızı dolduralım.
Oh, welcome.
Give me a haircut.
Bu nasıl bakalım? Bu neymiş? Kirli sakal mı?
So long.
Yine tersten çıktık ya.
No passage. Don't li-
Greetings.
Don't know you.
Come in. There you go. What the bloody hell was that?
A bout of sudden sincerity.
Now, where'd you get them
Down the
fucking
corridor,
papers?
then left.
Come on, get ready.
Your turn now.
I am ready.
Remember our deal, I hope.
I switched the sword
Oh.
for the rusty one.
Oi!
There's your coin.
That's it. We agreed on more.
Take it while I
Mustn't think.
I need work.
What can you do?
Good with a sword. Wouldn't scoff at working as protection.
And who here would you protect?
Crowds can spin out of control. Somebody's got to keep the peace.
Claim any kind of experience?
I'm a witcher. I kill monsters for coin. Been doing it all my life. Humans won't be a problem.
A guard must fight sometimes, but that's not most important. The essential question is, can you control yourself? And can you control a crowd?
Been taught how to slow down or speed up my heart rate, how to dilate my pupils and alter my metabolism. My medallion vibrates when danger's near, and I know a few simple spells.
I'll have to test you. I want to see how you... You shall fight in the arena.
Hadi bakalım.
Alright, shall we start right away?
Oh.
Excellent. Remember...
Let's do this.
Görevden sonra da yavaştan ben de kaçayım.
Vetting is open! From the Far East, where a man's life is worth less than a cup of water, a witcher, a murderous mutant. His opponent, Gustav Roan, a man who cut his way out of his mother's womb with a knife. As ever, a fight
I will not kill
to
him.
the death. Release the hounds!
Go to the bar.
The Witcher wins! Next fight! Born brawlers in battle! A fracas, a rumpus, a fray! The Witcher versus the Hairy Brothers, straight from the Wild Isles of Skellige! Sired by a mountain bear, they live to kill! The Witcher and Gustav Rowan defeat their opponents! Next fight, the Witcher doing what he does best, face to face with beasts!
Come on.
Keep it together, mates.
Niye yokluyorlar lan?
One more! Release the beasts!
Show me what you got.
Shall I release Boris? Boris! Boris! Boris! Boris! Especially for you, for the first time in a long time! Release Boris!
Boris neymiş bakalım.
Yet another win for the Witcher! Bravo! Ploughing Scragdom Furrow. They told me a true bruise had come to the arena. Would you believe it? They were right.
Thanks.
Cyprian Wiley, known to most as Whoreson Jr., appreciates good handiwork. Well, we've not had enough. Now, Cleaver's dwarves are in the sewers. They've slaughtered the guards. Don't stand there like a sodden prick at a wedding. Muster the men and get out those midgets. And would someone please kill the blasted witcher?
Beni niye öldürüyorlar lan?
You heard the man. Kill him.
Die, fool! Keep it together, lads! We can't kill him!
What now, you piece of hell?
Should search this hole.
Ulan ya.
Lost your nerve?
Casting Exis.
Lelele. Burada meditasyon yapabiliyor muyuz? Yapabiliyormuşuz.
Floor is worn by a moving door. Something behind this wall.
İncele niye çıkmıyor?
Strange.
A mind's like water. Never know when you're done.
For bread, please, good folk.
Nay, not
What difference would it make?
Got my eye on you.
Just this morning, my Greta came back from the market with news. Some mysterious murders happening.
Oh my.
Why'd you give your food to that beggar? Oh.
What is it, Grey Boy? Looking for adventure?
Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
Wiley, Horson Jr. He's working with Radovid.
Huh? If this is reliable information, Horson's neck deep in shit.
Source seems reliable.
It would certainly explain how he had the nerve to break with the Big Four.
Need someone who can get me in to see Junior. You must still have some contacts among the Redanians?
I don't, but you do.
Enlighten me.
Temerian, former commander of the Blue Stripes. Ring a bell?
Vernon Roach.
He's holed up with his men in a camp near Oxenford. Pay him a visit. You're sure to cheer him up at least.
Burada yeter. Yarın yine devam ederiz. Beni izlediğiniz için teşekkürler. Görüşürüz.